Okay? Kig, get a grip, asshole. I'm just getting started. Don't you dare faint on me. Why 354? A total of 461 seconds. It looks like it lasted a little longer with this times reagent, seeing as how it's produced such results. Bohemian Magic Tower. 461 seconds after the 70-second magic power circuit stimulant. Shall we say that the magic circle was activated and the immunization reaction was suppressed? That's good. We'll also insert a memory-expanding stimulant in this magic tower, known as the strongest of the empire. I'm dying slowly. Why did someone like me, who is said to have a gifted mind, end up like this? Good now. I'm begging you, stop. Tesk, he's so noisy. Report to me once the experiment is over. Understood, Magic Tower Master. Why am I here? Dying in a magic tower, a place I dreamed to be in? Hey, asshole, get a grip on yourself. How are you feeling, Verdun? Even though you have zero talent as a mage, you acted up just because people praised you a little for being smart. This is why your life force and knowledge are being extracted in the secret research lab. Go ahead and act all smart like you used to. Come on, talk away like the smartass you are. Well, I guess you can't even faint in your current state. Are you deaf? Where are you looking? Huh, what? The experimental ants are on the loose. Manabe, can't you even take care of that properly? Sorry, well, you fucking idiot. If you come to think of it, this asshole is basically an insect. He doesn't have an ounce of magic power to even break a single chain. That's why there are no reactions at all. Well, that's a good thing for us. After all, it's thanks to him that we now have a rank dollar experimental subject on our hands. Carr, the friend he entered the magic tower with, got sponsored to study abroad. I pity Rovelin for having a friend like him. Ha ha ha, you're absolutely right. For what reason? Everything that is happening right now. What are you mumbling about? Shut the fuck up. You fucker. It's all because I'm weak. All of this started 15 years ago. I grew up in an orphanage because I have no parents. All I wanted was to become an incredible mage in the end. I entered the magic tower as a normal worker in order to learn magic, but no matter how hard I worked, I couldn't become a mage. Growth limit rank D. That was the mage compatibility test taken at the age of 7, which basically meant that I couldn't become a mage, talentless. That was essentially a death sentence for me, whose long-time dream was to become a mage, but even I couldn't give it up. Because my only dream was to become a mage, I secretly peeked at the spellbooks left in the room while working as a menial laborer at the magic tower. Also, I learned the contents of numerous books that I found in the magic tower's library. Even though I don't have a lot of magic power, I was confident when it came to intelligence. A few years passed by. Veron, you're a genius and finally became a researcher of the magic tower. Wait, no, you're more than a genius. How could a normal researcher think of something like this? This is something the entire magic tower, something even magic tower masters ignored. That was when I realized a truth I didn't even know about yet. My intelligence is not just a talent, it was in the realm of genius. Thank you, Lucard. I needed to prove this thesis before it was presented. Thanks to you. Then, am I the first person you've shown this to? You haven't shown it to anyone else? Oh, no. You're the only one I've shared it with. Lucap, the only researcher I was close to, finally acknowledged me. Maybe I'll be able to remain at the magic tower not as a menial laborer, but as a scholar of magic now. Until he presented my thesis as if it were his own. It was already too late when I found out. It went straight to the tower master. Please, you have to believe me. That thesis is mine. It went missing the day before it was supposed to be presented. Then Lucard submitted it under his name. So, you're saying you're the author of the asterisk multidimensional continuity theory asterisk. If it's the esteemed Bohemian Magic Tower Master, Balrog Beshes, surely he won't let this slide. Why yes, Tower Master. If you would allow me, I'll explain everything from the beginning. How surprising. I had no idea there was such a talent amongst the regular researchers. If only I hadn't gone to the Tower Master that day. Come to me in 2 days when the moon is shrouded. If I had run away from the tower then, would I have been able to live a normal life for the next 7 years? That was how I was forcibly confined in the Tower Master's laboratory, you wretched bastard. Always with your useless defiance. Tomorrow, I'll crank up the intensity of the experiment. Look forward to it. I became a laborer by day and a test subject by night. I was told to create a magic circle and validate the theory of my thesis, to inject drugs into my vein and observe the reaction myself, to invent a new potion and prove its effects, and to devote my life to the magic tower. Even if I tried to reveal the truth, no one would believe me. All I perceived in return were threats from the Tower Master to kill the people I cared about. Okay, what? Can I even win? Okay. Over here, Verdani. Hey, this way. Verdun, hurry up. Wait for me, Rovalin. Hey, worker, move quickly. I got it, mage. Verdun, let's become great mages together. That's a promise. They'll admit it. 44, 4. This sound again. I hear it every time I'm experimented on. I don't know anymore. I have no strength left. Maybe it'd be better if I just die. But that's not how you truly feel, is it? Not yet. It's not over yet, is it? For the sake of revenge and survival, hold on, grit your teeth, and endure it again and again. Then you'll be reborn. So you'll never be trampled again, so that you can wield great power. You will surpass your limits. It's not over yet. I have to hone the blade of revenge I've been honing for the past 7 years with everything I've got until it's complete. If I could just solve that one last problem I can't crack. In the face of greater power, just having a smarter mind than others isn't enough. If that's the case, then I simply need to defy my fate and redefine the theoretical framework to complete a method of reconstructing the body like never seen before. The Theory of Defying Heaven, Part 01. The text provided does not contain any recognizable English words or a coherent sentence to correct. I will break through my limit. Read at Asura scans for the fastest releases. Tomorrow will break my VMI. The long-desired theory of defying the heavens, which would allow me to reconstruct my body, was finally completed only when I accepted death. Now, all that remains is to prove the theory. Is that artifact that can let me cast magic just once, even if this magicless body of mine shatters in the process? Tomorrow evening, I will reclaim my freedom. The long night passed, and finally, the day my plan was put into motion dawned. Hey, trash, time to clean the alchemy lab. Don't just stand there, go scrub off the blood stains and patch up the cuts. You're whining just because of a little experimentation? Pathetic. The festival is coming up, so don't even think about slacking off. Are you cleaning up alone? Rovalin. What brings you here? I came to say goodbye to a friend before leaving. Oh right, you said you were going to study abroad in the magic city, Virant. That's a special privilege only given to the tower's most exceptional talents. Verdun, my offer still stands. Come with me to Virant. Unlike in this place, you won't have to deal with arrogant fools who look down on you there. You might find new opportunities to learn in the magic city. Seriously, don't get the wrong idea. I just wanted someone to talk to, that is all, Rovalin. I'll stay here. Mill will write you letters. Laughed Rovalin, you don't know anything, back. You don't know what's been happening here. Hurry and follow me. You don't even know what I've been subjected to all this time. Still, one thing I'm grateful for, it's that you won't get caught up in my plan. One of the most globally recognized holidays, commemorating the construction of the first magic tower and celebrating the revival of magic. It is the busiest day for the tower. Once the magic festival begins, the high-ranking mages all leave for the major cities, leaving only the low-ranking mages behind. It's Verdun. Come in, Mina. What brings you here at this hour? If it's for you, the tower master asked me to clean the treasure vaults. It's important. Tusk, then you should have gotten permission in advance. Didn't you even think of that? What a pathetic fool! Go on in, but don't you dare scratch or lose a single thing. An oak. Good, I've activated the artifact to block out sound. It begins now. Second Circuit. The artificial artifact the Tower Master used an astronomical amount of money to create allows a mage to perform triple casting and temporarily awakens the latent talents of its wielder. In order to execute my plan, I need this staff, and to get it, I must disable the protective magic circle. I've spent the last 7 years studying how to break it, the magic circle you're so proud of. Hellos, my name is A76. Others are out enjoying the festival, but we're stuck guarding the power source. We drew the short straw, after all. That's why I'm quietly enduring it. If it were based on skill, I would have been chosen, obviously. Achoo! What the verdin was it? Perfect timing. Go get us more booze. This cheap swell anymore? Do you think the Tower Master's seat is that easy to attain? If you somehow become the Tower Master, drinks are on me. I will definitely become the Tower Master. "21. How are 4 lowly rats trying to harm a mage? I'll make that foolish brain of yours pay." Rank 3 Magic, Tidal Wave. Rank 3 Magic. How can someone like a mere rank 1 use magic? What? Are you shocked that a mere test subject can cast magic? That's what happens when you toy with people too much. This is my first time seeing it from this close. Now, using the mana from the power source, I'll initiate Defying Heavens. If I fail, I don't know what will happen to me. If I don't try, I'll never know. Okay. This enormous magical power is the energy from the power source. Read at Asura scans for the fastest releases. It was destructive enough to wipe out the entire area, and yet, the fact that I'm still alive must mean cack. I guess it was a success. Someone's coming toward me. The Magic Tower Master? He sensed that something happened to his men. Okay? Is this a teleportation magic circle? How dare he lay a hand on the magic tower? I don't care who it is. Whether it's the Emperor himself or even just a child, I will find you and I will kill you. Just you wait. I'm so sleepy, I can't move an inch. I just want to stay like this. The sound of water? What the hell? I saw it too. Huh? What the hell happened? My appearance has changed? Why do I look like this? My brown hair turned into an ashy color, and instead of my black pupils, I now have clear blue eyes. Did I become a completely different person? Did something happen while my body was being reconstructed? I thought it worked. That's right. After I came across the people from the Magic Tower, I succeeded in defying heaven, and before the Magic Tower mattered, could find me, quickly escaped using teleportation magic, then I've never seen this forest before. I didn't see any of these plants back in the Bohemian Magic Tower either, which means, I guess I successfully teleported across half the entire continent. In other words, I successfully defied the heavens to transform my body and escaped using the magic circle I prepared ahead of time. Ahahaha, I'm free at last. I wonder how the Magic Tower Master is feeling right now. I'm sure he's furious. Since the Magic Tower was destroyed, they have no way to find out who did it or that their lab rat, escaped. But this isn't enough to bring the Magic Tower down. Although they lost manpower, I'm sure the Tower Master has a countermeasure. Plus, Balrog Beshes didn't receive the nickname the Omnipotent One for no reason. But this is enough for now. While the Magic Tower is being rebuilt, I'll grow stronger for my revenge. He will destroy everything he built up before his eyes. and by doing so, the Mage Verdant will be etched in history. Taking revenge and proving myself as a mage, that is my sole purpose. I guess it's goodbye to the Magic Tower for a while. Windcomer, eh? It doesn't feel any different. I guess there was an issue when my body was being reconstructed. Aside from my hair and eye color, my appearance is mostly the same, and even my mana capacity hasn't changed. There's no way for me to know what happened as of now. This is troublesome, since goblins are running around. I must be pretty far away from the village. Etcha! Skid marks from a cart. Did they drop some of their stuff while they were in a hurry? Mana detection? Oh. I should find the owner of this crate. You stupid horses! Run faster! Damn it, what the hell was that? How did I end up in this situation? Running into the remnants of the bandits that were supposedly wiped out recently while passing through the woods wasn't the problem. Even failing to negotiate while saying that I have connections to Baron Pyth, and all of my mercenaries running away to escape death, wasn't the issue either. What the hell was with that op and its creepy smile? Thank God the orc was busy attacking those bandits. If they weren't, then right now, I'd be. Hear this sound. Are they chasing me? What? Ugh, my back. Wait a second. Damn it, I can't believe I'm going to be killed by monsters. How'd I? It's fall over. An earth wall. Oh, I forgot to leave him a hole for air. Well, I guess I can just clean up before he suffocates. This is my first real battle if I don't count the goblin from earlier. This is perfect for me to test out my abilities. Mew flame arrows. I'm even surprising myself. I wouldn't have been able to kill a single goblin before, but now, it seems like none of them are left. I'll need to get Mabu out before he passes out. I came all the way here to save him, but it would be for nothing if he died. One of them was still alive? Hi, Conrad. We'll never forget what happened today. If it weren't for you, I would have never made it out alive. I will repay this debt tilde. Just keep your eyes on the path. You'll flip the carriage again. I almost forgot to ask, when there was the horde of monsters, were you ever in danger or trouble? I'm sorry if I'm asking a stupid question. This person talks too much. Well, it was a little dangerous. One of them was still alive? Wind cutter. There's nothing to worry about. Quick question, do thieves appear often in this area? I heard thieves usually avoid areas where beasts are common. No, this was my first time running into them here. When I was little, we used to exchange letters since I had connections with him. That's why I took the same route as usual without any expensive mercenaries. I guess my luck just ran out today. I thought my teleportation failed, but it looks like I arrived in the right place if I'm in Baron Pyth's territory. Although all traces were erased and appearances changed, it's possible the Bohemian Magic Tower could be looking for me. For now, I'll need to hide my identity and grow stronger. Sir, are you listening? It seems I haven't introduced myself. The time I used the name Verdun was 400 years ago. My name is Asher. When I faced the Magic Tower leader at the Territory Baron Estate. Conrad, what happened to you? I guess I lost some weight. It looks like I lost it while I was running away from the orcs. Did the thieves attack, but the beasts? Oh, is he the mage who helped you? I can't stay still when the savior of my friend is right in front of me. Tell him to enter the castle. I would like to thank you for providing me with clothes, food, and a place to sleep. You're welcome! It seems I haven't introduced myself yet. I am Baron Pyth Henrod, the one in charge of this territory, Lord of the Pyth Territory. Pyth Henrod, please take a seat. You said your name was Asher? Is the food to your liking? Yes, it is quite amazing. To save Conrad, I have prepared 5 million elk. Tell me when you would like it, and although it may seem rushed to ask you of this, if it's okay, I would like to hire you for a job. I'll make sure you are paid handsomely. In order to achieve my goal, I'll need money. This would also give me a chance to practice my magic in combat. Would you tell me what job you had in mind? A few days ago, we found bodies hanging from their necks in the southern forest. According to our investigation, they were all residents of a nearby farm town. We found that town in complete ruin. Although we weren't sure who was behind it at first, we found out that it was the work of bandits. However, when we tried searching the entire territory, we came up with nothing, as if all traces of them had been erased with magic. It is possible the bandits have a mage among them. Of course, this is all speculation. When do you plan on hunting them down? In 4 days. It's nice to meet you. Baron Pie and the... The one with black hair is Harris, and the young one is Peric. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Mage. It's nice to meet you too. I'm Asher. I had a feeling this could be a good chance, but who would have thought the job would be hunting down bandits? Are those people also part of this plan? Oh, those people are adventurers. It seems they gathered because they heard rumors of an odd orc that appeared recently. Seems like the payment for killing it is pretty good. Even gold rank adventurers are here too. Gold rank adventurers are on the same level as ordinary knights. In other words, they are skilled veterans trained in using energy to strengthen themselves and their weapons. There are rumors that people at that rank are capable of cutting down mountains, despite having 3 knights at their disposal. Asher, please let us know if there really is a mage amongst the bandits. I will, but can I ask why you need me? Normally, tier 2 mages have similar strength to ordinary knights, but if they start using long-range spells, it makes it much more difficult for knights to close the gap. The best case would be that we don't have to deal with a mage in the first place though. This is unfortunate then. Don't tell me. There's a magic circle in front of us. Oh. IWH, what is that? A magic circle just suddenly appeared. How is there something like this in the teapot? Stay back. I'll go ahead and take this down too. It is able to take down magic circles this easily? What the hell is this? They belong to a guild taking on commissions across the continent to explore unknown territories or repel monsters that threaten people. Death always lurks by an adventurer's side, but even so, people admire them because with skill comes wealth and fame. However, when an adventurer becomes so strong from numerous near-death experiences that they can't control themselves and point their blades toward other humans, consumed by desire and abandoning their honor, they are nothing but bandits in the end. The damage from the previous raid party hasn't even been cleaned up yet, and now we're suddenly getting attacked by orcs and goblins. Not to mention that we're out of food. What the hell are you? Yoon, just watch. I'm going to hunt something. Your orders. I have accompanied you as a countermeasure against mages. There is a way. After all the effort I put into expanding the operational area, the subordinate I recruited from the village last time ended up getting killed. Enough with the complaints. Let's think of a countermeasure. Who could have imagined that an orc that laughs like a clown would come and kill all our subordinates? Sigh, I never imagined something like this would happen back when I worked as an explorer. If only I didn't get caught killing another explorer for money. I miss those days. By the way, Vilshan, how about we attack another village? That won't do. The Baron's mad for hanging the corpses by the tree. We've been hiding with concealment magic, but it's time we start moving. I heard there's a city called Marts nearby. Well, plunder the village near that place and... An explosion out of nowhere? It's not just an explosion, it's magic. We've been dismembered for a while. 3? Mana barrier is a defensive skill that has a fast casting time, but it can be easily broken since it's not very durable, and breaking the mana barrier sends a huge impact back to the caster. Now that we know their strength, I'll take on the mage as requested. The barons are really out to kill us this time, huh? Hiring 4 mages and all. How about the 2? Things won't go as he planned. I will send your heads to the baron as a response, ha ha ha. That's very scary. Thank you, Can. I plan on running away, but he's chasing me. Fortunately, he's chasing me with Earth Wall. Only those who are 3rd circle and above can use flight. How long do you plan on standing there? I'll use multi-ice arrows, then I'll strike him first. If he's only a 2nd circle, I'll kill him here before I leave. Multi-flame arrows. MFA. Not bad for a 2nd circle, but you picked the wrong guy to mess with. If you had come with the knight, I would have been at a disadvantage, but I can take you on by myself and run away. I have no intention of letting you go. That confidence and ability to use complex attribute magic at such a young age, I haven't seen a promising talent like you in a while. You probably never thought you'd get stomped here today, though. Bracelet magic, falling ice. Huck, 3. He blocked my spell? 9. Or a spear? How can a 4th circle mage use a 3rd circle spell? Well, 9%. That he's been deceiving me from the start. Good thing I came. Because now I've learned how to fight against a mage. All 74. Two days before the expedition, I created an experimental medicine using ingredients brought from the magic tower. I call it the magic circuit dilator. When I think about those hellish days I spent in the magic tower, I didn't want to try human experiments ever again. Thanks to it, I was able to reach the 3rd tier. He looks dead. I should. If I want. Is that the one that he was using? It's a magic stone wand with a spell applied on it. It decreases the time it takes to cast spells and increases the effectiveness of ice-attributed spells. It might be of good use to me. Azure, so you're fine? Oh, sorry, Eric. I was worried about you after we took care of all the bandits. I'm sorry, he was stronger than I expected. It took me some time to take care of him, judging by the look of it. Wait, you managed to take care of the bandits? Yes, though we still have to take care of their leader. Sir Enoch is fighting him right now. He should be taken care of by the time we get back. Is it okay if I ask one thing before we return? Of course! Go ahead! What should we do with any of the bandits' possessions? Oh, our Lord told us that if anything catches your eye, as long as it's not something we need, you can take it. Beravata. I'll make good use of this wand. If it wasn't for you, we would have had way more casualties. Not at all. This was actually a great experience for me. Vilshin was killed? That's impossible. Dammit. If this continues, we'll be dragged to the Lord and executed. I can't die in the countryside like this. There is still so much left I want to see. I have no choice. I'll have to escape. Get out of my way. Without Vilshin's magic, we can't get through their ranks. That leaves me with only one way left. I'll kill the knight, steal his horse, and make my way out of here. Huh? What the hell? He threw his word away? Restrain him, don't let him move. Pew pew, how dare you throw your sword away? Do you have no pride as a knight? Haha, what do you mean? I'm sorry for showing you such an unsightly scene. If I had more time, I would cut his neck off cleanly. I don't always fight like this. He's impressive work, Sir Enoch. Why are you leaving? They're alive? Oh well, I heard word that there are a few familiar faces amongst the bandits. I believe they may be survivors from the farm town attack. That's why we plan on moving them to the castle and confirming their identity before we decide their fate. Everyone, prepare to head back to the castle. Moo bandits, get up! Hell, I don't want to die like this. Wait, cut there. I'll take care of him. Hold on a minute, something's off. What is? Help me, please. If the smell of blood. What the hell is that? Is that the orc sea? I don't believe it. It is possible. The adventurers failed to defeat it. Even call this thing an orc. That thing must be the leader of those beasts. It is similar to the one I saw before. Its mouth has long corners that make it look like it's smiling, and its size is incredible, making it tower over its own kind. It must have evolved to two. Everyone, assume defensive positions. Focus on the boiling first. Worry about the orc after. Tava. Haha, did it just heal by eating its own kind? Guess we won't be able to return with peace of mind. Haha, did it just heal by eating its own kind? Yes, we won't be able to return with peace of mind. Everyone, prepare to execute. Love. M6 tilde. Why did the orc suddenly throw its swow? It's 7 hours? Het. Tava. Harris. Careful, 2 peak 6 when D1D it. I'll cut it just like this. The sword is stuck in its muscles. It's not coming out. Fart share. 24 mm. This way, Sir Peric. Oh, okay. I survived. Ashry but mocks. Now, what? I couldn't retrieve my sword. I think its recovery speed and physical durability were strengthened after it ate that goblin earlier. It was a single strike with my full power in an attempt to sever its arm. I've never heard of an orc this strong. Could it be a special entity that comes out in the legends? It's not that. Even though it's this strong. Regeneration and strengthening through consumption. It can command those below it and induce lunacy. It has the strength to even overwhelm knights. It's definitely different from your run-of-the-mill orc. It's too weak to call special any. There is a limit to normal magic. Even if you pour in more mana, it can't expand past a fixed scale, and if you go beyond the limit, the magic itself gets extinguished. That is the rule of magic. 4 + 1 = 4 + 6 × 3, but there is one spell that doesn't have that limit. The land is shaking. First, other species, and now earthquakes. I was wrong. We're all going to die here. Everyone, remain calm and, Malnyon, you position this as Asher's magic. So, I said, but how can? Out. Ali, Peric, maintain some dignity. The third-tier geography manipulation doesn't have a limit in expansion, but there are no mages who use this as their main magic. This is because the extreme amount of mana it consumes is not worth it compared to its force. If only I had enough mana. I was hoping to create a force higher than the third tier, but it's below my expectations. It's still a lie. Now what, Ash? If it doesn't want to burn to death, ode. Okay. Then I'll freeze it to death. Even if it can endlessly regenerate or not feel pain. Conquest complete. Magic City of Iron. Did you see the news? Of course. The magic tower is sealed off. Now I've seen everything, and I heard the magic tower's energy source exploded. Most of the remaining mages disappeared, and the magic tower's function stopped. Dispatching for the practical was too hard. I haven't felt civilization in so long. The scale of the damage is too big to consider the energy source exploding as the only cause. The public is saying it was divine punishment or that it was a planned man-made disaster. It's a good thing we succeeded at proving the research. Letters that came from the magic tower while we were at the practical. Someone must have plotted to seal the Bohemian magic tower, because there's no way the Bohemian magic tower would ever seal itself. From what I heard, the magic tower was undergoing secret experiments and was attacked because of that. Kyle, you say that again? What? What's up with you all of a sudden? What happened to the Bohemian magic tower? P'd at a Suraskins.com for the fastest releases 531x391% 1J Media. Congratulations on the Subjugation Squad's safe return. You've all done well. It is a miracle no one died. Now that I think of it, I don't see Asher. Oh, there he is. Am I too late? No, you arrived just in time. Come, have some wine first. Thank you. The banquet, defend the territory. What does status matter? Oh, speaking of which, about the bandits you defeated. Weren't they unusually strong for mere bandits? Yes, they were quite different from the bandits I know. With that level of skill, they could have lived comfortably doing other things, not banditry. You're right, this might help explain things. According to the investigation, they were wanted criminals. They were originally gold-rank adventurers, but about a year or two ago, one of them killed a companion and fled. After that, their whereabouts became unknown, but it seems they formed a bandit group and ended up here. Gold rank is the fourth highest adventurer rank, one that can only be attained after numerous accomplishments. No wonder there was a bounty of 10 million elk on them. So that's why the Lord looked so pleased. If the subjugation had been carried out without me, the casualties might have been severe, Why are you looking at me like that? You didn't just take out the bandits, you even dealt with the demi-humans in place of the fallen adventurers. The Adventurers Guild sent their thanks as well. You're the pride of this territory. Lord, please maintain your composure. I just did what I was supposed to. Looks like he had too much to drink. It seems the wine is getting to me. Anyway, thanks to you, we rescued the villagers taken by the bandits and gave proper funerals to the victims. Raise your glasses to the mage who saved the territory. Cheers to Ashri 701. I can't drink anymore. He was able to laugh from the heart. All the while, none had yet realized the upheaval that would soon be brought by the collapse of the Bohemian Magic Tower. Lugit Breaking Genius Adaptation Plankton Art Kim Hyun-jun Original Iced Chocolate. But the tower's completely intact. Of course it is. The rumors must have been exaggerated. Lady Rovalyn? Byarth? Area. Well, buildings can be rebuilt quickly. By the way, where's Verdun? Over here. Missing person number 3, Verdun, disappeared while on duty in the power room, presumed to have been exposed to magical energy. 4, unrecoverable. What is this? I'll stay here. Was that the last time we'll ever meet? No, I don't want to part with Verdun like this. Like family, a dear friend. Getting angry at others won't change anything, Sir Aldic. What exactly happened at the Magic Tower? As you can see, during the Magic Festival, the high-ranking mages were away. While they were gone, the power source went berserk. All the mages in the Corps, including the duty officer, were completely obliterated. Not only that, but years of accumulated data and research records were erased. Even the Treasury Vault's magic circle was damaged, causing irreversible loss. Everything in the Treasure Vault, the Second Circuit, the collection of spellbooks, and the artifacts are all gone. The damage is beyond estimation, but the most regrettable loss was experimental subject number 77. If only we had recovered his brain, we might have been able to restore the lost records and achievements. At least we can take revenge. Though we missed the main culprit behind a power surge, we found a clue. What do you mean? As 3 hours before the surge, someone vanished without a trace. I then used every connection the tower had to trace this person's whereabouts and pasts. Is this the symbol of the black hole? A group that doesn't just study magic in secrecy, but seeks to dominate the world through it. What are they doing here, sir? To appease those who died unjustly, I intend to create an extermination squad targeting the Black Hour and Rovalyn. A spot in that unit is reserved for you. judging by your expression. I see you've already made your decision. What? Oh. Thank you for waiting. A few days later, at the Pyth Territory Adventurers Guild. First, allow me to apologize to Sir Asher for this time's incident. We classified the orc threat as high, so we sent gold rank adventurers, but the results were horrendous. It's fine, it was just a coincidence. Thank you for understanding. Here is the reward certificate for this subjugation. After including hazard pay and a bounty for bringing the body of the new type of orc, the total comes to 24 million elk. After deducting taxes, that's 12 million elk. But there's exactly one legal way to avoid the tax. Do you want me to become an adventurer? Yes, Tilda. That's right. Our guild has lower tax rates for higher ranks, and since you're a special case, you'd start from silver rank. Becoming an adventurer will limit my future actions. Just sign this application, and what matters more than money right now is to grow strong enough to take revenge. Read at Asura scans for the fastest releases. Our guild has lower tax rates for higher ranks, and since you're a special case, you'd start from silver rank. Becoming an adventurer will limit my future actions. Just sign this application, and I know what matters more than money right now is to grow strong enough to take revenge. Pardon? Even though I lived as a test subject in the Bohemian Magic Tower for 7 years, my essence remains that of a mage. Pyth Territory Adventurers Guild Storage. For full-scale research. Its condition is far from ideal. Even so, this orc's red pupils and reddish skin aren't surprising, but its torn mouth and larger physique compared to other specimens are particularly striking. However, these features are far from those seen in higher-level species like orc warriors or orc lords. Its intelligence can't exactly be called exceptional either. Tuba. A color. Regeneration is a power that restores the body to its previous state. This orc's regenerative power was strong enough to restore a burned body and even torn flesh, yet it couldn't heal this one small wound, leaving a scar. Then, it must have gained its regenerative abilities after receiving this scar. This is the mark of an incision for a demi-human to acquire power post-birth. The only way possible until now was evolution. Someone artificially created this variant. That would be the worst scenario. You didn't have to come all this way to see me off. Not at all. You're the savior of my life, so this is the least I can do. If anything, I feel like I've already received far too much from you. Ring of Circulation +4, Beast Hide Robe, Mana Increase Minor, Mana Recovery Speed Increase Minor. Please, don't feel uncomfortable. It is the rightful reward that you, Sir Asher, deserve. Yeah, I'm grateful for your words. Well then, I'll be on my way. Stay healthy until we meet again. Sir Asher. If you visit the 4th branch of the Conral Merchant Guild in another city, just mention my name. You won't regret it, okay? The border village between the Pyth Territory and the Marts barony. So this is the only village between the city and the barony. I'll rest here for a night and head for the city tomorrow. The timing will be perfect. Dabbit. To think things would turn out like this because of them again this time. It looks like there could be some kind of helpful information. Should I eavesdrop a little and find out what's happening? Anyway, it's the goblins that are the problem. They took all our livestock, and now we are paying big money to hire adventurers, even though we said we could handle it ourselves. If anyone got hurt, it wouldn't be worth it at all. The village chief said subjugating goblins is a job for adventurers, remember? It'll all be over by tomorrow morning, so stop complaining. It's not like their fees are cheap. Are goblins showing up around here? To commoners, goblins are pests. They start with petty theft, but when in large numbers, they raid villages, steal goods, and eat people. Well, I guess it's nothing unusual. By the way, is the rumor true about James seeing a monster in the forest? To say a word, geez, no one's listening anyway. Sire, it was a few days ago, I think. He went to check a trap he'd set in the forest like usual. But then he heard a wild boar squealing and turned around. And there it was. A goblin with a torn mouth larger than an orc devouring a boar. SHH, quiet. If the adventurer's here, we'll have to pay extra for the dispel. That's unexpected information. A large goblin with a torn mouth, It's hard to dismiss that as coincidence. A direct hit. How was that? I've improved a lot, right? Silver rank adventurer Myrna. Bragging about hitting 4 targets right in front of you? Are you? You embarrassed? Is your nose 3 meters long or something? Don't make me break it out. We're in the middle of a mission, so cut the jokes. Mild, did you find any signs of goblins? Chris, silver rank adventurer, mild. Over here, there seems to be a goblin lair. A totem made of animal and human bones. It's a symbol of the higher species, hobgoblins. As long as we're careful with the cave's terrain, it shouldn't be too dangerous. First, before entering, destroy all the warning devices and totems. Okay, I can see clearly in the dark all of a sudden. Now, even without a torch, you'll see fine. As expected of the leader, you're always so reliable. Iris, what's wrong? No, it's nothing. I felt like I sensed some mana. Okay? Japel Media. Read at Asura scans for the fastest releases. 74. Now's the time to be. Phew, till the things are going smoothly. Looks like this will be over quickly, right? Don't let your guard down. It's not over yet. It could be a hobgoblin. I'll go scout ahead. Alright, be careful. If anything happens, send a signal. Myrna, what's wrong? Well, it's just that. I just heard something that sent shivers down my spine. Phew. What is that? A giant goblin eating its own kind? Is it a mutated variant? But there was nothing about this in the mission description. Right now, let's focus on taking that thing down. It might be huge, but if that's all, we can manage it. I'll explain the plan. Okay? Goblin's right eye, Mild, and Loki, you two stall for time. Oh, I'll finish off. Alive! Milo, bet your shield up. Weak 0. 3. Hugo good, I got. Asura Scanscom tilde I870. Tada! That thing just threw a goblin. Alright. M04. Did it? Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt? I'm fine. If that goblin had crashed into me head-on, I'd be dead. But the trajectory clearly changed mid-air. What was that? Anyway, thank goodness we completed the mission without anyone getting hurt. Let's hurry back to the village to get our reward. I'm glad nothing worse happened. Good thing they followed them while cloaked in invisibility. Thanks to that, I got to see one of the lab specimens, the Jester demi-human. Every test subject I've encountered since the Magic Tower escape has shared one trait, a mouth torn like a jester's smile. Because of this, I've started referring to them informally as jesters. But this goblin was different from the typical jester type. Unlike the other variants, it lacked enhanced physical strength, and it didn't seem to regenerate or grow stronger by eating its own kind. Maybe it was just a large goblin or a failed experiment. She has quick judgment and is highly sensitive to mana. It wasn't a coincidence that she sensed my mana outside the cave then. In the end, no harvest. Someone came by while I was away. You don't look like an adventurer. State your identity. If you come any closer, I will attack. Ah, sorry for the late introduction. I'm the caretaker of this place. You know, the one you trashed. It was supposed to have restricted activity in this area, but while I was away, it even built a totem. Thanks to that, it completely exposed this location. Even manipulating the brain wasn't enough to suppress its instincts. By the way, did you notice anything strange about that goblin? Any unusual behaviors? Judging by your silence, I take it was just a regular one. If the professor finds out about this, he'll go crazy. But what can I do? What's done is done. Best to start with what I can fix. Which means you'll all have to die here. By yourself? Of course, because of you, that specimen is dead, and our ongoing experiment has been compromised. If we promise to keep your secret, there'd be no need to fight, right? Ha, and do you have any guarantee you would keep the secret? Even if you did, I have no intention of letting you leave. To be honest, I just really want to hear you scream. So then, who wants to die first? On na 7. The only one dying here is you. Haha, that kind of bravado is. Wait a second, that voice came from behind. Who said that? You're the one trying to act tough here. Don't you agree? I didn't particularly intend to intervene. But if I hadn't stepped in, the party behind me would have been completely annihilated by that man. Just now, that man referred to the goblin as a test subject, and he mentioned someone behind the scenes called the professor. There's no doubt this is related to the jester demi-humans. Who are you? Well, no matter, even if you don't reveal your identity. It doesn't change the fact that you'll be in my hands. A muley ilal arrow vol 14 view 8 M01. His speed is vastly superior to theirs. I'll have to change my combat strategy. You're quite fast at deploying magic. I don't know what rank you are, but in that case, I'll increase my speed as well. Now let's see how you handle this. Simultaneous use of ice and wind elements. What? Double casting with equal elements? Impressive, but real. All but for you, miss, it's all meaningless. T704. Nair. A mere mage dodged my attack. He's a mage, so how did he react at that speed? 3. Croc, okay. You deliberately drew me in for a counterattack. That's not a typical mage tactic, but that's all it is. That trick won't work on me anymore. So traps won't work on you anymore either? Then from now on, I'll fight like a proper mage. Hiya! What was that? The crown is shifting all of a sudden. How high is this thing going? I'd stopped. That spell is notoriously inefficient in mana usage, yet he's using it in actual combat. Double casting and rapid-fire large-scale spells. His mana reserve must be immense, this style of combat. I've never heard of him before. What's this? You said you'd fight like a mage, but you just ran away into the air. Do you think I won't be able to do anything just because you're up there? Wait, he moved into the air. Sure, but why did he raise all the adventurers up there despite the extreme mana consumption? This says... Did the flames earlier cause the ice shards to melt? N7. Wait, no way. That's... Even among the Academy's professors, only a few can use that element. Thunderstrike rank 4 magic. Who the hell is this guy? Fire, ice, wind, and now even the advanced element, lightning. Let me ask you one thing. There was an orc in the Pyth barony similar to that goblin earlier. Are they all somehow related to this professor? So that's why it was so quiet over there. You're the one behind it, huh? The orc. It looks like it's your first time hearing of it. It's okay if you don't know. Before I do that, answer me. Where's the professor? Why do you want to know that? I'm interested in the experiments you guys are conducting. It'd be dangerous to allow him to get to the professor. Alright, the professor is Agu. So that's your answer. I hear it loud and clear. Thor. I thought. Elvi Rinelli, you're ignoring a clue about the jesters, but in the end, my efforts were in vain. It doesn't matter. I need to finish what needs to be done now first. From now on, I'll be off of you. I want to follow my orders. As you ordered. I've received additional compensation from the village chief. When I threatened to report the omitted information about the mutated goblin, he paid an additional 1.2 million elk to keep my mouth shut. Okay, now that our business here is finished, we'll take our leave. Wait, please accept this. What? It's your commission fee. City, Tuesday. Please guide us from this village to Marts. On the way, the party leader, Iris, relentlessly asked me about magic. To be precise, she asked about elemental theory in magic. Okay, I didn't dislike it. And before I knew it, we had arrived in Marts. A city this size probably has a bank, right? Then, since we have several reports to file with the Adventurers Guild, we'll go this way. Our leader will take over guiding you around Marts. Mage, where would you like to go first? In that case, let's go to the city hall first. This way, please. I know the layout of Marts like the back of my hand. The leader doesn't seem fazed at all. Right, he's the person who killed the man we met in the cave without a moment's hesitation. First of all, bounty rewards are administered through the City Hall. Marts City Hall! I nearly ran into trouble since I didn't have time to create an ID after changing my body, if you're too. Fortunately, through Baron Pai's guarantee, you are allowed to enter. You will need this. And not only that, upon hearing he had brought a letter of endorsement from Baron Pai. Haha, my good man, I already received word. I hear you've done something quite spectacular. Our gratitude for saving Paival. He said that his family lives in Baron Pai's territory and expressed his thanks for defeating the bandits. Unexpectedly, he gifted me with an ID as well. Well, thanks to that, I was able to open a bank account, so it worked out quite well for me. Still have the account used back in Virant, but if we use that one, the Tower Master might trace it back to me. So, I can't be careless. I'd like this fashioned into a staff. For that, I'll need materials and some time to make it. Come back in 3 days. Do you prefer staves over wands? I just got used to using them from sweeping with brooms a lot. Brooms, you say? Shall we move on to the next location? This is the Marts Public Library. They should have books on enchantment magic here, right? They should, but maybe not at a level that would satisfy you, Mr. Mage. That's fine. Basic ones will do. How many would you like? All of them, huh? Marts Public Library Grand Reading Room. Excuse me, but you can't just. Please charge the rental fees to this account and deliver them to the top floor of the Lorx Hotel. Then, how many books would you like delivered? This is our biggest sale ever. I received my bounty rewards, opened a bank account to commission a staff, and borrowed every book on enchantment. I'm so tired. Just who is this man? Did I take you everywhere you wanted to go today? Yes, that's plenty for today. 9 for today. Oh, now that I think of it, I never asked your name. What should I call you? The name is Asher, but feel free to call me whatever's easiest. Then I'll call you Ashery. Please speak casually with me too. She got comfortable quickly. Now's my chance to ask something I've been dying to know. I'm absolutely not trying to interrogate you or anything, but why were you in that cave? What should I say? I can't exactly say I saved them by coincidence. It'd sound weird to say I just happened to be there. Let's give a vague excuse. Then, I'll also speak casually. I was chasing that man. Now that I think about it, he did ask about Professor back in the cave. Let me ask you one thing. There was an orc in the Pyth Barony similar to that goblin earlier. Are they all somehow related to this professor? Don't tell me he's some kind of secret agent chasing a shadow organization. Well, I didn't gain much from it in the end, but today's been more than enough, so you can go back now. New here, right? Then, have a good night, and see you tomorrow. Phew, we're finally done. He really is a strange man. He has such a high level of magic that he can wield all the elemental attributes, with an amount of mana with depths I can't even measure. Not only that, but at such a young age, he has a better theoretical grasp than most academy professors, and he even teaches well. To top it off, with that handsome face, he must be really popular. But when you actually talk to him, he's oddly stiff. It's almost like talking to a scarecrow, or maybe he's just coasting on his looks. Ugh, what the hell? Why does his face keep popping into my head? Even so, among all the mages I've met since graduating from the academy and becoming an adventurer, he's definitely the most skilled. You don't come across someone that talented easily. Elemental magic. What the? That's where he said he was staying. Wait, there's a human-shaped silhouette floating in the air. Oh. Okay, how about it? Surgeon is dead. Who killed him? There were traces of offensive magic used inside the cave, so he was murdered by someone else. Don't play dumb. We haven't confirmed the perpetrator yet, but we found evidence that a party accepted a request from the village. That's disappointing. Urgent was useful. Then, is the test subject dead too? Yes, both the remains and any traces of Surgeon and the test subject have been completely erased. You should have taken care of the one who killed Surgeon as well, you useless piece of trash. The two test subjects from the Pyth Barony are quiet, and now the goblin and surgeon are dead too. The experiment is nearly complete. Could it be that those arc bastards have already caught on to us? Don't come back until you've killed the one responsible. Yes, understood. Stubborn old geezer, I'll have to bring back the head of the perpetrator, no matter what. Basic enchanting magic, cat ears. Is this how you do it? You back. You were wandering around all day. Magic detection really is inefficient. Fall asleep quickly once you lie down. That'll be your last moment. Wait, why is it so quiet? Velvet. I've been detected despite being in stealth. Linjit, Breaking Genius, Adaptation Plankton Art by Kim Hyun Jun, Original Iced Chocolate, JKA 5. Fifth, he goes straight to blasting. Besides, using explosion magic in a confined space, he's at least a third-tier mage. I'll retreat for now. A terrifying menace has just begun a terrorist attack. What's the terrorist attack? Escape, report to the cargo immediately. An assassin that didn't even trigger my magic detection is okay. Okay, but he got impatient and made a mistake. He erased his presence completely. My existence became even more conspicuous, like a pitch-black hole on a blank page. Damn it, I erased my presence completely, so how did he sense me? What the hell did the Ark send? I've never heard of such a monster, and he doesn't even care if there are civilians around. He is still throwing around spells. That lunatic. Why did he go into the building to avoid my attack? Of all places, he picked a building with a gang of vagrants. Geez, barging in and causing this kind of trouble out of nowhere. You're an impatient young fellow. If you want information, you have to pay for it. There's no obvious escape route in sight. He must still be inside. Did he attack straight through the vagrant? What a cowardly move. Generally, mages can't attack and defend at the same time. If that's the case, then I'll bait him into using magic barriers, detonate a smoke bomb, and escape. Good, go on, cast magic barriers. Wait, that's not a barrier. He's concentrating mana to the tip of his staff. He doesn't lose in close combat either, don't tell me. '74. Love it. Dick? Whirlwind? Okay. TCH? Did he escape? Don't move. You are under arrest for arson and acts of terror in the city. So, to summarize the report just now, you're saying Asher is the one who committed the terrorist act. Mayor of Marts, Henry Dacre. No, Mr. Mayor, Mage Asher appears to be the victim. Someone attempted to assassinate him after he returned to his inn. It also seems related to a recent incident involving an attempt to murder an adventurer affiliated with our guild. That's why I asked to be entrusted with overseeing the investigation. From Asher's perspective, it must be frustrating to have been caught up in such an incident the moment he arrived in Marts. What are the damages? Only the top floor of the inn Asher was staying at was half destroyed, and one wanted criminal from the slums died. The assassin responsible is still being tracked. Also, separate from the terrorist incident, we received a testimony from an adventurer who defended Asher. He claimed to have encountered a mutated goblin and an armed attacker in a cave during a honey-collecting quest. But when we visited the scene, there were no signs of a body, no goblins, no corpses, there was nothing. No bodies, no monsters, not even the tiniest of creatures. 01, which means, including this recent assassination attempt, there seems to be an organized group targeting adventurers. Are you saying there could be more incidents like this? Yes, which is why I tried to assign Asher a bodyguard. But is there a problem? Humor has eyes throughout the city that are linked to the terrorist behind the W enginer, so both underground personnel and soldiers are refusing to grasp him. This is quite troublesome. Very well, I'll speak to my own knights about this. The next day, the Marts City Hall's reception. The wand transformation was completed quickly. I'm coming in. You must be Mr. Asher, right? I'm Jason, Vice Captain of the Marts Knights. Until your safety is secured, I'll be acting as your bodyguard. Do you have any questions? Is this guy the infamous crazy mage? A guard? Huh? I guess I've been cleared of suspicion, but he looks so young. And yet, he's third tier? Then, may I leave this place now? Only if you agree to the condition of staying with me. Vice Captain, huh? A shame, but it can't be helped. Let's go. Hey, what did you just say? Where are we going? Half a day later. Seriously, where exactly are we headed? You said if I stayed with you, right? Since we left City Hall. This is the place I intended to visit. You're saying we walked around all day just to come here? Why are we here, anyway? M4. This guy really is insane. He just blasted a house with magic. I came to find someone. The assassin who killed me yesterday. What you're saying is the assassin is here. Ness? While I was fighting him last night, I managed to touch his body briefly and cast a spell. It's a spell I recently acquired that links the target's mana flow with mine. Tracking magic, K-traces. Since the traces haven't been dispelled, it means the assassin hasn't noticed it. An underground passage? Okay. K-traces leads down there. 006 Clul. Judging by the direction and scale, it seems to connect outside the city. Were you aware of this tunnel? Not at all. I've been trained to know all the passageways in Marts, but the entrance to this zone isn't here. Hold on. An unrecognized tunnel that wasn't mapped and leads outside the city. That means there's a huge security breach in Martesy. We have to seal this place immediately. Wait, before that, the priority is chasing down the assassin. Then we should call for backup from the knights. Oh no, if we do that, we'll lose the target. Right call, with you. Damn it, just because I'm the vice captain he thinks he can ignore me? Is he looking down on me? Ugh, damn mages. They're all the same. They're all. That. Damn it, I wasted too much time here. After escaping the mage, I had to heal my wounds and cover my tracks, so I've been hiding out here for too long. At this rate, the professor will try to kill me. Should I run? Manhwa? Don't be foolish. I can't escape the fangs of gluttony. All I can do is hope the professor shows me some mercy. Oh, look who it is. The famous face of Marts himself. When I came to check if you were dead, you caused a huge mess. You made such a spectacle that the mayor and the Adventurers Guild are aware of us now. Explain what happened clearly and concisely with the Department of Transit. Staying and setting up an ambush, but he somehow sensed me and used a large-scale spell that escalated everything. I hid among the crowd and tried to escape, but the mage chased me the whole way. I barely shook him off using a smoke bomb. A smoke bomb? You expect me to believe you escaped just because of that? I think it was because the timing of my escape overlapped with when the knights arrived. Maybe that's why he backed off. He expects me to believe that some insane mage who blew up buildings and unleashed spells in the city gave up just because of smoke and a few soldiers showing up. Wait, don't tell me? Take off your armor right now and burn it. Huh? What do you mean, I burn it? You bastard! Why are there still traces of mana on this armor? Could he have cast a spell on me at that instant? We've been found. Oh, I'll take the specimen. You destroyed all traces here and sealed the entrance. What? So that's why the K-trace reaction vanished. You finally noticed. Hero 7. You saw. Let's see. That physique and combat stance, it looks like the man in front is the assassin who ambushed me. If that's the case, then the one behind him must be the professor. So you're the crazy mage? The arc really sent a strange one this time. Just like in the cave, the name of this arc group keeps coming up. Where did you come from? I'll subdue them first, then extract the information. Every spear. You idiots! You dare mess everything up like this? Now what are we going to do? I'm sorry, Vava. There's no choice. We'll have to move the plan forward, take responsibility and buy us some time. You're not going anywhere. Not so fast. Sorry, but I've just been ordered to buy some time. Low power magic arrows can be blocked. If I increase the output, I might kill him and lose the chance to get information. What should I do? 21. I'll hold him off here. Please go ahead. I'll follow. Oh, surely. He's not even going to thank me, huh? Where did he go? He couldn't have gotten far. That smell, the stench of decaying corpses. I didn't expect him to stop you, but I didn't expect you to catch up to him either. Still, I'm glad you came. I really wanted to show you my work. What do you think of it? So these are the gestures I've been seeing. You made a lot of them, huh? Gestures? Sounds like you're mocking them. These are new possibilities I've evolved in my own way. Of course, what you see here are the failures that couldn't fully accept my ideals, but there's still more than enough to stop an intruder. So please take your time and enjoy yourself. Crazy maybe? If I try to take them down one by one, I'll be here all night. KK guy, you lunatic. That bastard. The intel was wrong. I thought he was just a 3rd tier mage, but to control magic at that level, he has to be at least 4th tier, near the upper limit. I've spent decades finalizing my research at this rate. It will all be for nothing. Huh? This is where you ran off to. Why are you here? There should still be failed creations outside, isn't it obvious? I burned everything. Even if they were failures, there's no way a single mage could have taken them all out. This confirms it. That guy's definitely 4th tier Avnia. Wait, what's that next to you? My magnum opus, my child. This is the embodiment of our group's ideology, consuming biological activity itself to evolve through synthesis. This is the arson maniac. What? I'm one step too late. He pressed the button before I could sever his wrist. Consumption, evolution, and the ideal future. Now I get it. I finally understand what he was trying to do. Hi. You're a crazy mage. Your mana will now become nourishment for this child. I'm hungry. What? Did it just speak? You look delicious, melon. I'll fat you. That thing just enhanced its body using energy. It's displaying abilities that would take a normal human years of training to acquire. To think an artificial creation can use them. It doesn't just stop there. He possesses enough skills to launch endless attacks only at my blind spot. With this level of skill, it is worth being called his magnum opus. As a researcher, this is interesting, but KX0. It's no match for me. The fastest releases are available at Asura Scans. Lut-breaking genius age adaptation Plankton Art Kim Hyunjun original iced chocolate. I have one particular habit. To survive 7 years as a test subject in the Bohemian Magic Tower, I had to constantly suppress my explosive rage. I used those condensed emotions as a driving force and completed the theory of defying heaven. Maybe that's why. Let's call this creature the Professor's magnum opus, immortal for convenience's sake. The physical abilities of Immortal were on par with the Jester Orcs of Pi. Its regeneration is also comparable, but its elasticity, flexibility, and speed are abnormally superior. But that's all there is to it. 0. A lax technique compared to a trained knight, unable to distinguish even basic tricks. This thing simply swings punches with brute force. And 17. It's a beast in human form. It's too weak to be called a magnum opus. How can this be happening? My magnum opus has fallen. It absorbs the traits of its prey through consumption. A being that continuously grows stronger. Info, human. And yet, such a being was defeated so one-sidedly. That child only just awakened. It's still hungry and can't use its full power. If I could just have one more chance, I'd feed it my severed arm to restore its strength. I'll kill that mage and escape this place. The experiment logs? You said this is your child, didn't you? If you don't hand over the experiment logs, I'll kill your child right here. Arg, fine. This is an opportunity. That man is also a mage. If he sees my logs, he might let me live now. I wouldn't mind showing you these logs. It will show the value of my cool research. I don't think I'll need this. What do you think you're doing? Biologically, this research has top-tier value. Except for the ethical violations, it rivals even the Bohemian Magic Tower. So then why? Because it doesn't align with me. DK still, the terrorist plan at the end of these logs could be worth a lot of money. Wait, you're going to kill me and the neo-human just like that? If you tell me what arc and gluttony are, I might reconsider. Oh, never mind. I was trying to dig for information, but Jason is headed this way. If I want to avoid complications, I should end it here. Time to disappear. Wait, please give me a chance. I'm not done yet. Sir Asher, are you all right? Yes, I'm fine. You seem safe too. Did you deal with the assassin? I landed a solid blow to his side. For a vice captain like me to be in this state, the other guy must be in far worse condition. The way he's rambling without giving a clear answer tells me he got away. Is this a map? Judging by the terrain, this is around Marts by the over 2 watts. What's this red mark? A sudden headache and loss of strength. From what I know, this is a symptom of mana exhaustion. Did I overuse my mana? I'll think about it later. For now, I should return. The mayor was furious after confirming the professor's plans and the underground passage. As a result, the Marts Knights were placed on high alert. In the end, the Knights strengthened their anti-terrorism efforts and they announced they would search and seal the underground passage, but that's no longer my concern. What I care about now is the injection of mana circuit expansion stimulants. Thanks to injecting up to my body's physical limit, I shortened years of typical mage growth into just a few weeks. It's time to move on to the next stage. I've now reached mid-rank 3 in Verdun's elemental magic system. So, the professor is dead? I was wondering when I'd handle him anyway. One less annoying thing to deal with. So it was this Asher mage who killed the professor. I have to meet him in person. Slimit 3 Rehig Gis J High Adaptation Plankton Art Kim Hyun Jun Original Ice Chocolate V Marts Nish's Tea Painting Grounds 8. The location was marked under the guidance of the professor. To get to the point, it was an old, now defunct research facility. Located within the forest at the border of Marts, hidden beneath a massive tree deep, there was an entrance that could only be accessed after unlocking a mechanical device. Inside, aside from rats and insects, no significant life forms were found. What we did find were the 4 fang-shaped emblems mentioned in the professor's journal and the hide of a mobat, known for its high physical persistence. No information was obtained about the group called Arc or Gluttony. That person is just a dummy? Why was he the other kid of Mon? Did he go to be such? What would mess? Still, I was able to get my hands on valuable mobat kite and prevent a catastrophe in Marts. I ought to be satisfied with these results. Asher, here you are. The mayor is looking for you. Asher, I owe you a tremendous debt. It's nothing. Thanks to the terrorist plan you uncovered, we were able to catch the remnants of the faction hiding in the city. And Asher, I asked your understanding for my having to keep your contribution a secret, even though it was significant. Okay, it's fine. If word got out, the citizens would panic. After all, not as an adventurer or mercenary, I need to build my reputation if I want to earn money and experience. Once I'm recognized as the one who saved the city, I'll probably get more opportunities like the one in the Pi territory. Shall we go then? Even so, the reason we agreed to keep this incident confidential. This place here is a vault storing rare items. These are either purchased directly by the city or confiscated from criminals. The magic item vault. You may take any one item of your choice from here. From a masterfully crafted mithril sword that's easy to imbue with mana, to high-grade weapons and magic artifacts, we have them all. Take your time to find what suits you. There are plenty of chances to build fame, but in fact, the mithril one is to be a sword. That's a shame. Opportunities to get rare magic artifacts like these don't come often. May I appraise them? You're not even an appraiser, yet you can assess gear? That's impressive. Feel free to go ahead. T2 sapling staff * casting speed increase minor * earth element magic mana cost reduction very minor. Most of them aren't bad overall, but what I have now is better. Recovery ring, wound regeneration minor, HP regen very minor. All useful, but nothing I need to swap out for. Should I just sell the mithril sword and get something else? What's this ring? It doesn't react to appraisal, so it's probably not a magic item. Oh, no rush. Take your time to find what you need. Yes, then I'll take my time. Excuse me, you should start deciding now. Ah, I'm sorry. I thought he'd just pick something quickly, but he's really meticulous, huh? Necklace of protection # auto mana barrier. Not bad, but wouldn't it consume more mana than casting a barrier manually? Still, letting him go with just that feels a bit stingy of me. Oh, then I'll give him that ring he was eyeing earlier too. Take this as well. Really, you said one item, though. Is it okay for me to take both? You're the hero of the market. One more trinket is nothing. So, will you be leaving Marts now? No, I plan to stay for a while. There's something I absolutely need to do. Haha, I see. If there's anything I can help with, just say the word. Yes, thank you. Let's go, huh? What's this? Why are you freaking out? Haven't you ever dug up bones before? No, that's not it. It's just that something's weird. 4 normal pickaxe swings should have shattered that stone. It's as if something is possessing it. How is it still intact? Is there all fixed now? But, alright, pick your pickaxe back up. Let's get back to work. We've gotta finish up and go home. Huh, what's up with you today? There's nothing behind me. Everyone out of the mine. That 15% sun. A rumor began spreading that undead had appeared in the Viren territory mine. With the emergence of beings that couldn't be killed, a state of emergency was declared in Virenbach. The testimonies of survivors from the mining tunnels spread, and the entire territory began to fall into fear. Meanwhile, the tragic tale of Viren began circulating by word of mouth, and a messenger from Vipian also arrived in Marts. When did those two get so close? And so, the news reached Ferdinand too. Is this an example of proper magic enchanting? Yes, now try moving with it quickly. Yeah, too. I can't believe this. A mage took down an orc barehanded in just 13 seconds. What exactly can't he do? Huff, huff. The lessons definitely paid off. Thanks, Iris. It's you who's amazing. You probably could have learned it all on your own anyway. All the books were burned, and you helped me when I was stuck. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have been able to learn enchantment magic. Normally, someone would think they're pretty good if they could do all that. Despite having that kind of skill, he's humble and good-looking. How is someone this perfect? He's got all the charm, so why isn't he interested in romance at all? Wait, don't tell me he has that kind of problem. No, I don't. Oh, that's not what I meant. You should keep thoughts like that to yourself. Really not that. It is a huge misunderstanding. Good day, Mr. Ajur, Marts Adventurers Guild Master. I have 4 requests to make. Oscar, the Marts Adventurers Guild Master, was the one in charge of the investigation when I was falsely accused. The reason someone like him would rush to find me, it would be because hordes of undead have appeared in the mines near the territory of Viren, which borders Marts. Their numbers are overwhelming, and they need outside help. Because of rumors that contact with the undead causes curses and disease, no adventurers were volunteering. Then he heard I had foiled a planned terrorist attack, so he came looking for me. They say he's been training in close quarters combat with a staff lately. Not only is he good looking, he's fit as well. I've been hearing some strange rumors. Did you know about them? Haha, this is the first I'm hearing of them. I actually already knew. Anyway, I didn't expect your party to come along too. Are you scared of the undead, Iris? Of course! But those silly rumors about curses don't affect Academy graduates like me. And besides, we'll be supporting from the rear, not the front lines. It's a great opportunity to get achievements without actual combat. Haha, don't say it like you're proud. In other words, it means we're not counted as part of the combat force. I hope this really is a good opportunity like you said. 1 day passed since the expedition departed. He's been using K-Flight non-stop since yesterday. Is his mana okay? It feels like he's keeping his distance from us. Iris, right? What's your relationship with him? You seem pretty close. Well, you could say we're senior and junior. I got it. ISL. Oh, so you're both alumni from the same academy? Ah, not exactly. He's more like a teacher, but our age gap isn't big. What are you even saying? An undead horde spotted ahead. Looks like residents of the Viren territory are being chased. I'll go ahead and support them. It's still a bit far from the origin zone, but there are a lot of them. This is the perfect chance. I've poured an entire month into enchantment magic, and this is it. It's time to see the results. Okay. MX. He's been using flights since yesterday, and he still has enough energy to cast spells like those. The spell I registered to the grimoire was an earth element spell. Could this be the result of combining the enormous mod capacity of my altered body using Defying Heaven and the grimoire's power-boosted geography manipulation? At this level, isn't he already beyond 4th tier? No matter how you look at it, that's not the skill of a 3rd tier mage. Samambal. Him sex. Why? What the hell? Where is all my power? A humongous platinum plate armor user with an axe could he be? What is it everyone's question? I just asked all of you where the pitch is, Lally. Why is that man here? If you mean the undead, they're already all dead. But there were dozens of them, but they're all dead. While we were far from the source, there was a report of an undead horde. Ah, there should be quite a number of them. But she's saying they were all wiped out with 0 injuries. Did he do all that? Have it! Hey, gray hair, was this your work? What's that? One answered no, 50. What came here because this hurt him these need ad. You are my pet, and you just snatched my treat and messed up my 50. K01. Het. You'd better pay up. Het. An equivalent price now. I'm curious what that might be. 4%. This guy, he suddenly increased the distance between us. He must have chosen a position for combat as a proper mage would. He's seriously thinking of going up against me? Told you to be reckless. You can't fight the butcher. Wait, is that person dangerous? Dangerous doesn't even begin to cover it. Galliap, the butcher is very dangerous. Not only is he immensely powerful, he is also notorious for his violent temper. A few years ago, he got drunk and went on a rampage, even crippling a knight who tried to stop him. He crippled someone while drunk. That's a major crime. And the builder didn't punish him at all? Correct. Unfortunately, they need Galliarch's strength. It wouldn't be reasonable to expect the same rules to apply to someone like Galliarch, who holds the platinum rank. Galliarch's party's Mage Decode. The guild is well aware of that fact. Enough with the explanations. Try to stop him. If their destination is Viren, this could become a real problem later. Galliarch's party's Panjernerian. Then we'd best not escalate things here. Galliarch, please calm down. Those people are probably just taking a request from Viren. Our skills DCHW. By an undead ambush. Hey, you there. You look confident in your abilities. Let me show you your place. Heh? Is this magic pressure? It seems like mid-3rd tier at best. The name sounds grand, but it's really just a technique where you release raw mana as it's used like this in actual combat. What? He broke through the magic pressure and knocked out Goad? Goad isn't half bad among mages though. So that guy's stronger than we thought. Hey, mage, what's your name? See you in Viren. V83. And the next day, thank you for responding to our summons. From now, we will head to the Iron Mines. The objective is exterminating the army of undead that suddenly appeared. May no lives be lost. We will now set off. 6%. Huh, don't tell me you're nervous? Don't fight him, Asher. I won't, not unless he picks a fight first. More importantly, focus. The battle has already begun. Us? If the enemy has 4 physical forms, aim for the head of the 4th one. If you strike them in the middle, they'll regenerate. Clerics and support from the rear. It's a blood golem. Fall back. If you don't, you'll be crushed to death. You can't bring down an ordinary sword. Move back. Wait. A blood golem, huh? It's perfect for a war mall. As expected of Godlike the Butcher, he took down the blood golem in a single blow. But what's he trying to do now? What? That lunatic? Where is he? How rude! If you're not going to show your real power, what are you even doing, Asher? I wagered everything you displayed yesterday just for show. Okay. Hey Ashery, what are you doing? He just casts large-scale spells back-to-back in an instant. Ha ha ha, you look good, but boy, you have a nasty temper. But that's what I like. Let's see who's stronger. Did he not get caught up in that? That's a shame. Whoever takes down the most wins. Whoever owns the most unowned wing. You fought pretty well earlier, although not as well as me, of course. Haha, don't act friendly with me. We fought side by side on the same battlefield. Don't be so cold. TCH, what does Godlike see in a guy like that? Azure. Back then, I did succeed in using K-mana pressure, but that guy... And in an instant, he completely suppressed me with his own mana. I heard he's a third tier like me, but he's definitely hiding something. TCH, obnoxious bastard. Lugit is breaking the adaptation Plankton art. Kim Hyunjun's original Ice Chocolate 20. The Viren garrison will wait at the entrance. Good luck to you. The Vanguard is a ranger from Godlike's party. Was her name Nerian? She's definitely worthy of the gold rank, leading the way. She detects threats and dispatches undead instantly with surprise attacks. Her work is precise. But Ollie, for some reason, I feel uneasy. Stop! This seems to be the end of the mine. I'd like to scan the entire mine with mana detection just in case, but if there's a lin nearby, we might get detected ourselves. If we ambush the enemy first, we can protect everyone. Asher, is something wrong? You're clearly tense. Did you catch the scent of death too? I can't pinpoint it, but there's definitely a powerful undead nearby. I came here for fun, but to think something other than you would pique my interest. As annoying as it is, the butcher's intuition seems to be right. Iris, when the battle begins, stick close behind me. Even you're saying that? What in the world is out there? I don't know yet. Hey, there's light coming from the end of the mine. Hey, don't go rushing in like that. Rocks, it's getting noisy. What is going on? We were checking if there were any other tunnels. We found light coming from the end of that passage. But there shouldn't be any other exits from the mine besides the one we came through. Okay. What in the world is this? It looks like a tomb. Wait, isn't that crest the royal emblem of Easthazy? Currently, Verdun is concealing his identity as someone who escaped from the Bohemian Magic Tower. This land is the Riviant Duchy. The Riviant Duchy declared independence from the Kingdom of Estria, so it's very strange for signs of Estria to appear here in Viren, which belongs to Riviant. Why are there traces of Estria in a PMAC plus like this? Yes, unless this place isn't what we think it is. This information wasn't discovered during the preliminary scouting. The reason I'm trusted in this party is because of my intelligence gathering skills. Even Godlike acknowledges that. I can't afford another embarrassment if we just eliminate it. That's all that matters, right? I will handle this. There's no need for you to bother with a mere undead like that. I'll handle it on my own. Clerics, please begin purification. If it's an undead in the form of a knight, is that a death knight? If it hasn't awakened yet, we can weaken it with purification and finish it off without taking too much damage. '97. /1. Okay. What the hell? It moved all of a sudden. Judging by how it moved, it's clearly no ordinary undead. Could it be a death knight? That's not a death knight. It's a wailing knight. A wailing knight. Although it's weaker than a Death Knight as a solo entity, the reason Wailing Knights are considered dangerous is due to something else entirely. It's because of a D1 decal. They have the ability to command their own. Then our course of action is clear. But before that, I'll reconstruct the terrain in this area to neutralize the enemy's advantage in numbers. Are you trying to claim that thing all for yourself, Asher? Let's think rationally. Once we're down there, each of us will have plenty of enemies to fight. I'm sure there's more than enough for you to fight. Week 1, 2. Heh. One VV. Okay, 0-1. Undead are weak to both the holy and fire elements. Makes me even stronger. Kate double casting. Now's my chance. What? Even after taking a fire spear, it's still completely fine? And not just that, it's counterattacking right away. If I block it poorly, my mana shield could break, and the recoil might knock me out. If that happens, I'll be wide open for the next attack. Breath of Glackard 77. If fire won't work, then I'll crush it with raw mass. Perth Spear triple throw 3. Must go back on Wednesday. It deflected the Kurth spears? No, more importantly, its appearance has changed. Ta-da! Damn it, why is my mana running out now, of all times? If this keeps up, I'll be taken out. Al 31. W. 74. Impossible. You say that like Nerian did everything by herself. That hurts a little, you know? Of course not. You're clearly a worthy companion of Galliel. Anyway, I wonder if everyone else is alright. Now's not the time to worry about others. We should be thinking about how to escape. There's no normal way out. What? Okay. 46 Ashers, Ashley. It's Asher and Galarchy 4? What? You could still move? Why didn't you rest a bit longer? Shut up and focus. So, how was it fighting that thing? Seriously, it is annoyingly tough. To think I can get this much fun out of a walking corpse. I'll take point. Line up your aim. But? KM Lana Explosion 10. Step aside. You crazy bastard. Okay. Lunatic Breaking Genius J Adaptation Plankton Art Kim Hyunjun Original Ice Chocolate 22. 44. A necklace of protection? Huh? It's fine, but it will consume more mana than directly using a magic barrier yourself. Are you sure you're okay with that? It's no problem. Earlier, I was worried because of mana depletion, but luckily, there was no backlash. Still, the truth is my mana reserves are almost empty and my left shoulder is dislocated from that last impact. Though, the biggest problem is, just before he could subdue him, that black armor surrounded his body after manifesting it. Isaraskins.com. We'll join in, Asher, Galairk, for the Wailing Knight to appear like that. Archives. Clerics, hold on tightly. What the 91? I told you to hold on tightly. You all planning to quit together? Bet 4 Brip Ono, prepared to restrain him again 3. Now's the chance. With his attention focused elsewhere, this is my moment. With my performance, I'll bring down the Wailing Knight. Hey, Asher, how long do I have to wait? What did you say? You're going to fire a big one, right? I'm asking how much more time you need for your mana to recover. A few seconds is enough. Get ready, Aghersey. I'll smash the pot that was pierced earlier. I will fire your magic at that. It worked. 2, 3. I'm your opponent. The hole in its chest hasn't closed yet. If I focus magic on that spot, no 4. Iris. You seem to have more talent for ice element magic. Ice? She's still not used to elemental magic, though. I'll try my best so that I won't embarrass you. Well done, Iris. Thank you. Foyam. Will return. A harsh battlefield awaits me. At least, that's what I thought. But we ended up learning something we never should have known. Even though most go by Lorian. Are you conscious? Aye, Asher, are you alright? Is the subjugation over? Das, thanks to you, it was a success. The Wailing Knight fell, but right after that, you suddenly collapsed. It must have been because of the locket you were holding. I can feel it was similar to the Wailing Knight's emanating from it. You were gripping it so tightly that we couldn't pry it away, but it could have harmful effects. Please hand it over to me now. No, I'll hold on to this myself. But what is it? It's fine, there won't be a problem. A trophy? That seems awfully modest, haha. But more importantly, what about Goad? Don't worry about that guy. Luckily, the emergency treatment was fast, so he survived. Good, that's all that matters. Three? Perhaps real battle is truly the fastest way to develop. I have completed defying heaven for that purpose. This incident came to a close. The priests of the Lu's order chose to remain behind to continue monitoring the mine. Meanwhile, the adventurers began their return journeys to their own regions of activity. You're leaving now, Asher? Looks like you're not planning to become an adventurer or mercenary. Or do you plan to head toward Grey instead? Grey, you don't know about them? You've never even heard of Grey? Then how did you think you'd make money? Did you seriously expect that if you just got famous, people would come looking for you? So what? You really are a sheltered tower mage who knows nothing of the real world. To put it simply, a guild is like an information broker of darkness. They buy and sell intel to those whose strength is guaranteed. At the same time, they act as a middleman, connecting requests to mercenaries and adventurers. Requests? Exactly. There are more people like you than you think. People who want wealth and fame without being bound by rules. But why are you telling me all this? What do you mean, why? Cut. We reached the brink of death together. That makes us comrades, doesn't it? Who decided you are my comrade? It's just that, being stuck in the magic tower, if those requests come with risks, I'll inevitably face powerful opponents. Which means I'll get plenty of chances to become stronger. They're about to depart. Asher, are you getting on? When I return to Marts, I need to ask more about elemental magic. Oh, you're planning to fly all the way? You're injured. Thanks for the enchantment magic. I have somewhere I must go. At first, everything happened so abruptly. I learned theories and elemental spells that the Academy never taught me. As sudden as our meeting was, I knew the day would come when we'd part ways, but I didn't think it would be today. Right now, I don't have the right to hold him back. See you again next time. Yes, see you next time. Why is the Black Hour triggering the Bohemian Magic Tower? Black Hour? A group of beings who have strayed from the path of orthodox magic, but still, we have not found anything. Truth behind the Bohemian Magic Tower assault. But still, we've uncovered nothing about the truth behind the Bohemian Magic Tower assault. Could it be that the lower-ranking members truly don't know anything about it? Burden. To think a mere rank 2 spell has that much destructive force. As expected, bearers of special traits are different, aren't they? The third apprentice of Valdek Lucard, Maniac's Coup. I told you I handle things here myself, didn't I? How could I let you do that? Ha! How could I let someone with the potential to become my master's fourth apprentice walk alone into danger? Perhaps you should worry more about your own thesis. It's been 7 years since the theory of multi-continuity, hasn't it? Many eagerly awaited it. But can your talent truly spark the same impact it did 7 years ago? My talent? Surely you don't still believe those baseless rumors from back then? The Tower Master himself recognized that thesis as my work. Or are you simply jealous? No, I simply find it odd that a man of such brilliance has. In 7 years, I only managed to climb to rank 4. Then, I'll take my leave first. How dare she? She's been insufferable all along, and now she spouts nonsense in front of me about something that's long been buried. Verdun is dead now, so no one can ever reveal I stole that thesis, but still, she grows bolder by the day. Dealing with a mere rank 3 brat wouldn't be difficult, but if I act out of emotion, I risk falling out of the Tower Master's favor. No, I'll simply maintain my reputation and climb steadily to rank 5. Once I'm there, the world will be mine. It won't be too late to get rid of her then. In the end, time itself is the only one that decides. Before leaving the Viren territory, on Galaric's recommendation, I stopped at the village in Jeepay and arrived at Cohen. Famous for its industry and manufacturing, Cohen is a city where many seeking stable work gather, thanks to its public order. But that same prosperity draws crowds, and with them comes a great divide between rich and poor. The slums of Cohen are infamous throughout the duchy for being among the most miserable, and in those slums, I must find what I'm looking for. The difference from the main district is striking. Even the slums of Marts weren't quite this bad. At least the stench isn't unbearable. This should be the place with the information broker. Cohen Arpal had a pail. An ox! We are not open now, please leave. I was sent here with a recommendation from the butcher. Our name? Ajur. You look just as I was told. Since you come with the butcher's credit, I'll skip formalities. Go through that passage. It'll take you underground. Thor, a warehouse-like place? This way, please, Asher. A tavern? So there was a hidden space behind the tent. 2 mages, an archer one that I can't confirm, and 2 swordsmen. Looks like they're all here to ask the information broker for jobs or information. This is as far as I'll escort you. After heading below, wait at the counter up front. I'm Pale, the information broker of the Southern Grey region of the Riviant Duchy. Grey's information broker, Pale. Please sit. Your record since appearing in the city territory is quite remarkable in such a short time. You looked into me? Information is power, after all. Both, actually, 3, 2. But both commissions and information are tiered by grade. The magic ring is not by grade. The value of information always comes with responsibility. As an information broker, I risk my life, so naturally, we measure trustworthiness and ability. Meaning, there are no exceptions to the grade system. Information about the treasures taken from the magic tower won't be available to me yet. I need money anyway. Maybe I should take a commission, raise my grade, and gain access to it. Do I get to choose the commission myself? Yes, we'll provide several candidates for you to select from. But first, please complete this survey. It's just a formality. Seems you lean more toward an adventurer's disposition than a mercenary's, Asher. If so, there's one commission that suits you perfectly. It's not so different from your past journeys, hunting down harmful creatures. Subjugation of any humans? Okay, there are such requests too, but not this time. This time, the target of subjugation is the monster Roarwolf. 4. The fastest releases are available at Asura scans. Monster subjugation generally. Such tasks are entrusted to guilds by the state or by territories. And from this, one can understand the relationship between guilds and the nation. Through guilds, the state can respond to damages caused by monsters. At times, lords or the state may send their own troops to subjugate monsters. However, in that case, the materials obtained from the defeated monster belong solely to the lord. Therefore, guilds inevitably take charge of distributing monster materials. But this practice, in turn, only leads to the proliferation of countless monsters. Unless one has sufficient military power, a territory will quickly become a monster den. For that reason, unless the situation is extremely urgent, the right to monster subjugation is given first and foremost to guilds. However, it's only natural to want to claim the most expensive monster materials for oneself. The vocal cords of the lower wolf are among such valuable materials. In the end, it's the information brokers of Grey who satisfy the demands of lords and nations. Well, you handled it skillfully. HM, too. He's clearly not just some ordinary rank 3. The ordinary monsters were wiped out with wide-range attacks. And as for the designated target, the lower hole, it was dealt with carefully, without inflicting any damage to its vocal cords. You finished 2 days earlier than scheduled, and the quality of the vocal cords is top class. Impressive. 9. Yes, I obtained excellent arrowheads from them. 44. Satisfied? It seems I've come to the right place. After arriving in Koan, commissioned armor was made from the hide of a mobat. Can a matching set be made, upper and lower garments? Is this the hide of a mobat? See? And this ring, can you restore it? He entrusted him with restoring a ring received in Marts. Ah, yes, that ring you left with me. It seems to be a magic item. It's not an ordinary ring, and it required more than a simple restoration. That is why I waited. May I see it for a moment? The damage is severe, so I can't determine the exact effects, but it is indeed a magical artifact. I'll cover the costs. I'll commission it as a magic artifact restoration. Interesting. Very well. I'll see you in 2 weeks. From then on, I began staying in Koan while continuing to take requests from Pale. He would assign me jobs, I would complete them, and receive payment. That became my daily life. From hunting down wanted criminals and destroying bandit groups to raiding illegal slave trading syndicates and fighting against high-ranking mercenaries, the variety of requests was endless. A month passed since my arrival in Koan, and only then was the ring's restoration finally complete, but still, its effect remained unknown. At this rate, there would be no progress, so I decided to attempt repairing it myself. Oh dear! Oh dear! Forgive us. My granddaughter misbehaved. It is fine. The child seems unharmed. I'll be on my way. No, please wait. You looked after my granddaughter so kindly. Letting you leave like this feels wrong. It's not much of a reward, but I can read your fortune, my fortune. Mr. Mage, my grandmother is really good at fortune-telling. Well, if you insist that much. Let's see what the fate of such a handsome mage may be. I don't usually believe in superstitions, though. Asura scans. How was the reading? Ja, a good one, apparently. Ho, it said you only need to continue living as you are now. As expected, it's nothing much. Safely. Grandmother, that mage's fortune just now, what did it really say? Well, the fortune spoke of life the human, of death the reaper, and of birth the god, but they were all inverted. That means only one thing, a chaos that diverged from destiny itself. I had decided to repair the ring myself, but I hadn't expected progress to be this slow. If a few more days show no results, I'll have to seek a true expert. All my years. That it reveals nothing, yet it influences other stars. The star that should have long since fallen still remains, and a fate that should never have disappeared has been erased. Please, may that star of divine heaven Noah never distort my fate. Theo. After checking the map hidden within the ring, Cohen left and began moving toward the Barred Mountains. Since I didn't know what awaited me at the destination the ring pointed to, 3 weeks passed since I set out without telling Pale. To avoid Gray's informants trailing me, I refrained from using magic and instead traveled by carriage and overland routes, finally arriving here. This place is Huu, Yelij TB4RP Mountains. For now, since the destination is the forest near here, I'd better hire a hunter familiar with the surrounding terrain as a guide. Oh, did you just see that? That man just now, he's completely my type. Carden, can't you see? You're acting up again. Shut it, Ferris, until the mission is complete. Personal action is strictly forbidden. Come on, just once. Fine then, once it's over, we'll find the traitor quickly and kill him. You bastards! What nonsense is this about killing someone in a place like this? Lately, breaking news, a 4-day adaptation plan for the original Iced Chocolate art by Kim Hyun-jun, later in the forest near the Bad Mountains. Pooh, to think there'd be no results at all, even after this long. The hunter hired as a guide looks exhausted, and no matter how many times I check the area with mana sensing, there's not a trace of anything. Maybe I should just overturn the whole place. Etcho? Wait, at regular intervals, there are trees of a different color. Is this some kind of pattern? I've flown overhead and checked multiple times. So why didn't I notice this before? No wonder I couldn't find anything before. The Enrique Forest is a giant concealment magic circle. Who could have possibly constructed such a powerful barrier? And that tree in the center must be the heart of the magic circle. The estimated time to break it down is about 1 hour. Vid passed again. 24, 2, 3. This potion doesn't seem to be working anymore, but I must endure it. The time when the world will change is drawing near. Who's there? I don't believe it. Tell me you were sent by Black Hour? Someone who followed this ring. A ring? Wait, that's the crescent. Where did you get that? Considering he deployed such a massive high-level concealment magic circle, and now, seeing that he is related to the ring, he's clearly no ordinary person. I'll need to be cautious. First, explain why you're here. You're quite careful. I like that. Fine. I'll tell you about the ring. Barrier. Most of the dozens of entrances are tracked. But he broke it down in just 4 hours. At that age, he already possesses such knowledge and skill. Then, I'll ask again. What exactly is this ring? You could call it destiny or fate with someone I had never even met. I lost that ring 15 years ago. My name is Harkendazist. I was once a 5th-tier mage skilled in alchemy and magic circles. A man was called a sage and had a friend. He was a fellow who had reached the 6th tier, and he proposed we establish a society for magic research together. That was the beginning of Black Hour. At first, it was just 8 of us, but within a few years we grew to over 100. The world both envied and feared us, and it was no surprise since our combined strength could have overwhelmed even a small nation in full war. But my friend never steered the black hole down such a path. Even though our responsibilities increased, we remained a gathering of pure magic scholars, at least until the day he died. What are you doing? The one who killed him was the very apprentice we had all raised together. What am I doing? I'm taking Black Hour for myself. Blinded by his talent and his growth to the 7th tier, we failed to see his true nature. From today onward, the Black Hour is mine. By the time we had grown old, he had already reached the 6th tier. Most of us were slaughtered or gravely injured by him and his followers. I barely escaped with my life, but all of my mana circuits were severed. I fled, carrying nothing but the burning desire for revenge. 15 years have passed since then, and now, here I stand before you. The fastest releases are available at Asura Scans. 15 years have passed since then, and now here I stand before you. What you're saying is, the current evil deeds carried out under the name of Black Hour have nothing to do with you. That's right, with my specialty, astrology, I foresaw the future. But at that time, I never could have seen this kind of future. You see, the futures are transient and vague mere snippets. The pair of rings I left behind while fleeing. For something of that scale, surely there must be a price. What exactly is it that you can give me? Who, if you promise me, then I, Harken the Sage, will give you everything I have achieved. He'll give me everything he's built and accomplished. That's a difficult thing to comprehend. To hold all anger toward the Bohemian Magic Tower and Balrog Beshes. Only personal grudges and vengeance, and yet he speaks of placing the world above even my revenge against Black Hour, who betrayed me. To prioritize the world above all. What exactly are these achievements you say you'll grant me? Someone is coming. At last, I've found you. Who are you? Are you Harkendazist, The traitor of Black Hour? Black Hour? Dio da hitsi no you? Watch your 1xx7. Insolence! I am the teacher here. There's no way the likes of you could have broken my barrier. I doubt he did it himself. Do you think His Excellency would descend personally just because of a decrepit old man like you? We found you using an artifact with a mana tracking device that detects mana. Why are you seeking me after all this time? Let's get to the point. The thing collapsed in 76. The Bohemian magic tower fell, and countless mages perished. There has never been such a catastrophe in the entire history of magic. And someone pinned the blame on us. Because of that, the Tower Master's assassins are chasing us relentlessly. Lord Dai, he believes it's the work of someone hostile towards us, and among the suspects, your name has surfaced. Do you deny it? Don't be ridiculous. If I had the power to bring on the magic thunder, that would have been dead long ago. How dare you frame me with such nonsense? Whatever's going on, it seems the Tower and Black Hour are at war, costing so the Tower's attention is elsewhere. That might work in my favor. Harkin has an apprentice? I've never heard of one, but whatever, we just have to kill him. Theos, can I add that one to my collection? That face? You've passed the test to join my collection. K-Flame Walls are a 4th circle spell. Even high-rank elemental spells, huh? You know the rest use wind and telekinesis? Okay. That silver-haired one especially looks to be around mid-rank 4th circle. I'll give you some heat. No, thanks. Impressive using multi-element triple casting, but judging from the spells, his ability is mid to high-rank 3rd circle at best, and yet, why doesn't my mana pressure work on him? Huh? No way! He broke through a 4th circle spell with just a 3rd circle one. He even used Ferris as a shield. Outnumbered, after all. These damned beasts, how dare they have 2 views? A stone wall? To nullify high-rank circle magic with such a low-rank spell is shocking enough, but to wield non-mainstream magic like terrain manipulation with such power. I'll kill you. To hell with collecting, I'll just kill you. Hide in another room now. It is too much to fight while protecting you. No, you've held out well. You can fly, can't you? Doctor? What? Let's go that way. I can't see the bottom. This place is a couch. Heh. Here, take this. My grand mage overground rare herbs forge them under moonlight and starlight. If you drink it, you can obtain an attribute that has never existed before, a domain no ordinary mage has ever set foot in. There are no side effects. If it doesn't match your destiny, it will simply pass you by. Time is short. I won't ask for sympathy, nor will I ask you to fulfill my wishes. I only wish to see how far my destiny goes. Strange, unfamiliar mana can be felt. The very product of Magi craft. He has no reason to harm me. I suppose I can trust him. Let me correct one thing. There is no such thing as fate in this world. As an astrologer magus and one who has witnessed the fate of countless people, Harkin finally realized there is no such thing as predetermined fate. Starlight. The twisting of fate he had felt the young mage before him was the very star that defies heaven. He is the so-called star of defying heavens. For one like me, who believed in destiny more than anyone and quietly observed it, the one who came to deny destiny itself has appeared before me in the form of a reaper. Very well, I will give you everything. 60 for the Reaper of Rebellion. Memory transfer. Looks like I blacked out for a moment, but what in the world happened here? Okay, an unfamiliar surge of mana, bizarrely powerful, is rushing up from within me. What happened? My name is Asherjo. I am Verdun. Varone, please burn my book. The memories of the man who devoted his entire life to this have been passed down to me in their entirety. He said to stop the Black Hour for the sake of the world. That much, I can certainly do. Thanks to you, I can probably use it now. A 4H circle 11 spell 4. Earthquake. Glitch spreading. Earthquake adaptation. Plankton art by Kim Hyun-jun. Original iced chocolate 28. Did you find him? No, there's no trace at all. What about mana detection? Malthire? Even the compass has lost its signal. Could Harkin be dead? Even so, we need to see his corpse. That old man must have prepared some absurd trap. We'll definitely find him and tear him to shreds. What if he was just crushed by rocks? Think before you speak. A man who held out against us with such vast mana wouldn't die from mere falling rocks. So what then? You want us to just start fighting? Do you not see the wounds on my skin? Wait, something's wrong. A massive mana reaction from the ground. Everyone, move away from the surface immediately. An earthquake? If this keeps up, we won't even recover the body. No, this is magic, and not just any magic. It's the fourth circle spell, Earthquake. Someone is interfering, but who? Whoa, what the hell? That mage who was bespelled hearken. My mana circuits have expanded. My mana is now as vast and as deep as the sea, and with the new attribute gained from Harken's potion, I have reached the level of mid-fourth circle, something that should have taken me years. Was he hiding this power all along? Thanks to Harken, I've reached this level. With gratitude in my heart, I will erase Black Hour from this world. I will destroy their base, but that will come later. Once I am fully prepared, I'll come to tear it down myself. As for you all here, okay. Mool vanished without a trace. Not even your ashes will remain. Lianu flames before my eyes. I clearly witnessed the power gap between the 8th circle and the 9th circle. Is this all your power amounts to? Pathetic. He thinks I'd lose in firepower, so he wasn't a 3rd circle after all. That takes care of one. You bastard, I'll kill you. Mob, we need to call for reinforcements. He used telekinesis manipulation to take control of the battlefield. This boy's mana control ability overwhelms me to such a degree it's far above mine. Is that like the compass I saw earlier? Its structure is quite complicated. I'll have to study it in detail later. Now, the last one. Even I would have trouble chasing them down. So, shall I use this? Harkem's Legacy. The fastest releases are available at Asura Scans. Thou? What? Q? I can't handle him alone. Ferris and Chen are both down. I need to call for backup. That guy might become a huge threat to Black Hour someday. Was that mana detection? We've already crossed several mountains, yet it detected me at this distance. Okay, 4K. Hagon, come. No, it's not dawn yet. Not for 2 hours. Okay. If that's the cage, then... It looks like a star. Is it just my imagination? It also seems to be getting closer. It's not just my imagination. That's dangerous. It's not a natural phenomenon, you know. I have to run away from that thing as fast as possible. If I can't, I'll be dead. I have to inform headquarters of that man's existence. 4X. Please. Walt, does such magic even exist? I've never heard of it. It's a trick. That bastard is only 4th circle. There's no way he can use such large-scale magic. As soon as it was cast, half my mana vanished. There's no way this can be considered ordinary magic. This is one of the 5 stars Harken created, the Flowing Star Meteor. It's a colossal power, but the mana consumption is also overwhelming. I'll need to modify it. Thanks for this. The war with the magic tower is annoying enough, and now the people sent to Harken have gone missing? Yes, they vanished without a trace, but one thing's certain. Those guys appear to have been killed by someone. Sir, the Dark Moon is here. I brought a resident from the Bard Mountains area. Please check him out. Memory transfer. The weight tore the mountains down. The intense heat burned the forest. There are fire-type spells of this kind. Given that skill, regardless of numbers, total annihilation would be natural. The likeliest culprit is Harken XM, but how could that old man, whose mana circuits have been ripped apart, do this? Did he meet the Saintess of the Lua's order? If it's Harken, who rose to the level of Magus, maybe it's not impossible. We'll pursue him immediately. It's fine, he's probably dead anyway. Don't look for the missing ones. treated as if they accompanied Harkin on his last journey. Their absence won't weaken Black Hour's capabilities. If anything, dealing with that person this way was cost-effective. Sir, the report is ready. The branch near the Empire that was nearly finished has been annihilated by Bohemian extermination forces. Pull the toilet back. I cannot correct the sentence as it does not contain any recognizable English words. This smells good. With this, for now, probably escaped being in the rings? The fastest releases are available at Asura Scans. The resort city of Brent. A few weeks ago, there was a skirmish with Black Hour at Hapkin's residence. Afterward, in order to evade possible pursuit, he headed to Brent. By then, I had reached the fourth circle. The first and second circles form the foundation, while the third circle consists mostly of basic spells. But the fourth circle brimmed with destructive and wide-range magic. The reason he reached the fourth circle in such a short time was thanks to Harkin's potion and spells. Even those who had studied countless theories and formulae in the magic tower were shocked by the mysterious power they held. How could someone create magic without any elemental property? For a mage bound by fixed laws, such a feat was impossible. Only a magus who transcended the laws of magic could achieve such a miracle. No matter how vast your mana or how many spells you know, this was a kind of miracle beyond reach. No, it's too early to be disappointed. My path of magic hasn't even begun yet. I'll think about how to improve upon Harkin's magic slowly. He had inscribed 5 stars within it. Yet at my current level, I could only handle the first star, and even that consumed far too much mana. Its destructive power was overwhelming, but it would be impractical in real combat. It would be better if that single massive star could be divided into multiple smaller ones. I also need to disassemble the Black Hour's compass. So much to do, where should I even start? Now that I think of it, it's about time to repair my staff. Maybe I'll start with that. Asura Scans. But which place would be best? No. The Con Merchant Guild? Whenever you visit another city, just mention my name at the Merchant Guild. You won't lose anything by doing so. That's what Conrad from the Pyth territory said, didn't he? Might be worth checking out. So you're the benefactor of our family, Sir Ashery. That chatness definitely makes him one of Conrad's family members. Or seafood, lobster, maybe? There's this one place, their sauce is absolutely life-changing. Where can I get magic products? Magic products? You mean magic items. Here in Brent, both nobles and adventurers are frequent visitors, so you'll find plenty of equipment and accessories. Are you looking to buy some? Using the outdated term magic product, he must not be from an academy, but he's too young to be from the tower either. Jim is planning to commission a custom-made piece. In that case, I know the perfect craftsman, but well, there is a small problem. He's probably the apprentice of a retired mage living in a small village. A problem? Yes, his scale is guaranteed, but he is a drunk and a gambling addict. I heard debt collectors are after him these days. Hey, when are you going to pay up? I don't have any money. No money? Then you'd better work it off right now. 8 million elk won't just drop from the sky. You know, if you hadn't blown all your money at the gambling den, you wouldn't be in debt in the first place. I came all this way because of you. What will you do about this? That's enough. Did you say 8 million elk? I'll pay. What the hell did you just say, brat? You think you can mouth off like that to adults? Grab the money and teach this punk some manners. Stop it, boss. What's happening? Do you know who this kid is? When I was younger, back when Brent was a city of crime, one day a frail-looking mage appeared. But that appearance was only a deception. Everyone who crossed him was utterly destroyed. Even I don't know how I managed to survive that day. I'll show you what I can do. Please, spare my life. I didn't realize you were a mace. Forgive me. I'll erase the debt he owes. Nothing can stop you if you haven't started. Well, looks like we're on our own here. We'll take our leave. May you live a long and healthy life. What just happened? Excuse me, who are you? You were recommended by Condor of the Con Merchant Guild. I'd like to commission a custom item. Would that be possible? Of course, naturally, but we're subtracting the 8 million elk from the commission fee. What? And go. A few days later, Black Hour's compass was a brilliant invention, one that utilized mana amplification. They created something almost equivalent to an artifact. Several days had passed without an attack, meaning I've likely avoided pursuit. The problem now is, Starlight, that's why I decided to call the new attribute I received from Harkin. 3. Thor. But there's no need to rush. Now that the magic product is nearly complete, it'll soon be time for me to leave this place. There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. I didn't sense his presence at all as he approached. Excuse me, one coffee please. My name is Risner. Come from the Ark. Come from 11 Thai RK. The Ark, the direct opposite of gluttony, came looking for me. What on earth is happening? Then why are you here looking for me? Let's just say the enemy of my enemy is my friend. The fact that you killed the professor benefits us as well, Sir Asher. That's why, to ensure your information doesn't leak to gluttony, we've been erasing your traces while following you. Think of this as our way of showing gratitude. Haha. Because of your unpredictable actions. Silence. I don't know how you managed to tail me, but let me make this clear. I do not yet pay my moment again. I find it very unpleasant. Understood, you have my word. First off, let me apologize. We vow never to secretly follow you again, I promise that. Now that we have that out of the way, allow me to explain why I've come to see you, Sir Asher. The Ark is actually quite friendly toward you. Your actions, including the elimination of the professor, have left a strong impression on us. Do my actions matter to the Ark? To explain that, I'll need to tell you about the Ark's ideology. Gluttony seeks human evolution through consumption, but the Ark thinks otherwise. Humanity grows stronger through trials, adaptation, and evolution through adversity. That is the core of the Arky philosophy. As we continued to observe you ever since you revealed yourself, we have noticed that you embody our very ideal. Hence, we wish to recruit you immediately, Sir Asher. I refuse. You didn't come here just because your ideology aligns with mine, correct? You're right. The reason I'm here today is to give you this. Consider it our thanks for the professor incident. This is a high-grade item, a recovery bracelet. Mana regeneration speed up, stamina regeneration speed up, minor wound recovery. The bracelet is worth at least 10 million elk. This is far too generous to be called goodwill. Is someone matching your ideology really that important to you? That's part of it. However, more than anything, we wish to maintain an amicable relationship with you. Tell me, why are the Ark and Gluttony enemies? That is because our ideologies move in opposite directions. Gluttony aims to reject the old humanity in favor of the new. Meanwhile, the Ark seeks to find and nurture those who will lead humanity through countless trials. Because of this fundamental difference, the two have always been at odds. If you ever grow interested in the Ark, come to Lorien in the northwest within a month. The city bordering the Forest of the Demons? Okay, for now. They are magic symbols that contain mana. Their effects change according to their arrangement. It was an ancient magical crafting technology far more advanced than anything modern science could produce. Even though it was discovered over 100 years ago, research has still not made it fully practical for one simple reason. No one has been able to reproduce the process of engraving rune symbols. At best, people can only reactivate runes that have already been carved. Do you have any information about runes? Oh, so that's why you've come after so long. You want to study runes? After meeting Risner, I returned to Cohen for a short time. Now that I have attained the 4th circle, I need new equipment. A blue mithril staff that increases mana recovery speed low and casting speed medium, with mana charging and mana amplification low, and a mage's cape that maintains body temperature, provides physical resistance low, fire and frost resistance low, and preserves state. Normally, I would have searched around for information, but I have an information book now. Runes? Of course I have some information. How do I meet that rune specialist then? And rune research isn't exactly profitable. Most who pursue it do it as a hobby at best. However, Sir Asher, you have just received a specially designated request that might help. A designated request? Yes, the client specifically asked for you. Obviously, you're free to refuse the request, but by some coincidence, this client happens to know the whereabouts of that rune specialist. Though he is strict, if you accept his request, it's likely he'll fulfill your demand. Of course, the commission payment will be separate, and since this information comes from the client, you won't owe me any information fees. So, what do you say? Stop there. Identify yourself. My name is Asher. I came at the request of Pale. Please follow me. This estate is rather modest for a count's estate. This knight's armor is practical, worn by someone who valued real strength over appearance. Pale had described the client as a pragmatist, someone who only pursued what benefited him. Are you the one Pale sent? I am indeed Asher, so this is the man behind several of my previous varied commissions. Count Roden Mayer. It's not something you can drink whenever you want. Well, not that a mercenary like you would know the taste of tea. It's been a while since I've smelled this aroma. The Tower Master and his followers used to drink this often. Because of that, I'm familiar with how to brew and manage it too. Since the fragrance of this tea goes well with sweets, I'll add some sugar before tasting. Do you have a refined sense for tea? Not bad. Let's get straight to the point, then. We have an aide named Baron Balon. He was recently dispatched for a mission. He even received word that the task had been completed. He should have returned by now, but neither he nor his escorting knight has come back. I've already sent a search party to look for them, but something feels off, which is why, even though I know I'm overextending, I plan to deploy additional forces immediately. I always listen to my intuition whenever I feel uneasy, and not once have I been wrong. Our main force is already sufficient, but this is a search operation. Numbers and expertise in tracking are essential. That's why I called for you. It was just a matter of locating them through mana detection. You'll be joining the second search unit led by the Knight Captain. We depart tonight. Do you have any questions? Would it be acceptable if I operate independently? Cooperate as much as possible. If that proves difficult, then you have my permission to act on your own. However, if you return without results, you will not be paid. I understand. One last thing. What happened to the request I made? Oh, you mean the rune specialist? He has been here for a while. This is Ronander, the scribe. In his younger days, he worked for many years as a rune researcher. It's an honor to meet you. Sir Asher, correct? If the topic is runes, I'll gladly explain anything that falls within my knowledge. That won't be necessary. What is it then? What I'd like to ask you about is this. The Ring of Runes? Where did you get such a rare item? Can you reactivate the rune magic engraved on this ring? If you succeed, I'll pay whatever you ask. Just reactivating it is simple enough. No extra materials or payment is needed. May I take a closer look? Go ahead. This ring is called Xi. It enhances the wearer's senses, essentially awakening all 5 of them. The moment it is worn, the effect manifests immediately. It's an item that's continuously active. However, all the senses overlap if mishandled. Someone as sensitive as you, a mid-rank third circle magus, Tez, might fall into cycles of fainting and forced reawakening. In extreme cases, it could lead to the severance of the hand that wears the ring. Even with a trained body, the risk remains that high, but it's not without a solution. In that case, engrave the ring's rune directly into my mana circuit. Are you insane? Even if you survive, it won't end with just losing a hand or an arm. It could completely destroy your mana circuit. The look in his eyes says he's already resolved himself. If this fails, it'll mean killing the Count's guest. However, as a researcher, I have to admit that I've always wanted to experience engraving a rune onto a human body without retrieving them. Do you know something, old man? I don't know what's going on exactly, but the forest is restless. Animals and demi-humans alike are trembling in fear. That forest is devouring life itself. Let's move out. You're coming with me. Go near the forest, presumed location of the missing first unit. All right. Are you sure about this? Is that like him? What is he thinking? Count someone. Captain, we found the Viscount's carriage. Is it? The carriage is split in half, yet there are no signs of what caused the damage. How is that even possible? You're Asher, right? Looks like it's your turn. Ha, you've been half out of it from the start. Can we really trust you? My rampant senses have finally stabilized. Now, even overwhelming volumes of information are manageable. Mana detection. What? Mana detection? Okay. Hey, stop before your mana burns out. It is this way. Oh. That mage Asher, he has remarkable reflexes and magic abilities. Even judging by his flight speed, he's superior to any mage in the Knight Order. Hey, did you find the Viscount? No, sir, but I've detected a strange, powerful life force. Something is in this forest. Possibly the very thing that destroyed the Viscount's carriage. A treant! Something's odd. Treants normally only appear in dark, humid regions. Yes, it likely drifted here from nearby. Nearby? What do you mean? You didn't know? There's a rather famous place within the dukedom, the Forest of the Demons. It is legally off limits by decree of both the guild and the kingdom. Sunlight never reaches it, even at midday, and it is known for its many trees. Within a month, we'll move northwest toward Lorien. It borders the Forest of the Demons, which must be the forest Risner spoke of. But Captain Vilcan, there's no way the Viscount and his advanced squad were defeated by mere treants, right? There's something around here. Come out, are you okay? Huh? Injit breaking adaptation Plankton Art Kim Hyunjun Original Iced Chocolate 33. What in the world happened here? Answer me, Brunani. That's one of the missing knights. But rather than a knight, he looks more like an undead. What? 700 undead? But he has a pulse. Could he be possessed or under some kind of spell? Someone, bring restraints. Captain Vulcan. Both humans and monsters are all in the same condition as Brennan. If the rest of the missing people are like this too, avoid combat with everyone. Secure a retreat route now. I'll break through. Captain, there's a cabin ahead. Fall back there with full force. Captain, there's a troll blocking the path. Damn, it looks like we'll have to take some losses. Magic Re, 2. A disposable artifact engraved with concealment and protection spells. Still, this alone won't be enough to block their attacks. But this should Wait, what are you doing right now? Simplify the spell formula, then add formulas to fill the gaps. 27. Normally, this would be impossible to perform simultaneously. But with this expanded sensory state, it's as simple as breathing from me. Impossible! He's able to alter an active magic circle mid-construction. From the size of that mana detection range earlier and the power and speed of his spells during battle in the forest, he's far beyond third circle. It's ready, a few for Via. Sir Clor, you and Captain Vulcan need to see this. We found Viscount Balon. Viscount Balon, are you alright? I didn't expect you to be in a place like this. Are they the ones who set up these concealment and protection magic circles? No wonder I didn't detect anything with my mana detection. Can you explain what happened? On behalf of the Count, I was returning after negotiating with nearby territories. Around Khazardan Ridge village, I heard a scream from within the forest, as protecting the local residents is a noble's duty. We entered the woods where the sound came from. A turret? It looked normal at first glance, but it exuded a chilling aura. Check the surroundings. What is this? Where did he come from? Save me! When I came to my senses, treants and a mix of humans and demi-humans had ambushed us. They didn't kill us, but they dragged us before that tree. And then, lo! Yuchai. Get away, Viscount. The tree extended its roots and drained out the force. Divide. Is there any way to bring them back? For now, no. In honor of our fallen comrades, the search party is now a subjugation unit. Our target is the Grey Tree. All obstacles within the Giant's territory will be erased. Lit Breaking Genius Mage Adaptation, Plankton Art Kim Hyunjun Original Iced Chocolate. It's because of the Asher, I want you to locate the Grey Tree alone. Is it okay for me to do that? We've never coordinated before, so I believe it is for the benefit of both sides. Once you find it, fire the signal flare. We'll move immediately. Mana detection for the first time. My heightened senses have detected everything around me. Found it. I'm supposed to fire the signal flare now, right? It'll be faster if I handle them by myself. Other than its control over intelligent beings, it's no different from a tree. What an ominous tree. Still, since it is made of wood, its weakness is obvious. Captain, I'm here. The enemies suddenly vanished. What is happening? It seems Asher has succeeded. That ended way faster than I expected. What's that? Is that some mutated creature that was parasitizing the Grey Tree? What the hell? This is the same sinister dread I felt when I saw the Grey Tree, only now it is hundreds of times stronger. Could this be the forest of the demons? Our performance exceeded expectations. Asher, thank you. However, don't think that you had the fact that you're a foreign circle. It annoys me that you lied, but just this once, I'll think of it as having hired high-grade labor for cheap. Although this commission ended without issue, something still feels off. The place where I gave up the chase and turned back, what on earth? Is this the forest of the demons? Tubba! I should visit it one more time. Lunatic Breaking Genius Mage Adaptation Plankton Art Kim Hyun-jun Original Iced Chocolate 35. Why do adventurers suffer so many casualties? Hey Dean Billy, some time ago, the Adventurers Guild and the Magic Tower jointly conducted an investigation. Damn it, where are you? I've been hunting unusually well today. I told you we shouldn't have come. Really? After the investigation, the Magic Tower collected samples and presented their findings to the entire world. What happened? I was looking. 30? The M for you? The causes of death for adventurers were usually lack of skill, carelessness, and natural disasters. But among them, the category that overwhelmingly took first place was getting caught up in an unexpected situation. This place faces the forbidden zone called the Forest of the Demon. Oh, the adventurer hub at Lorien. Here once again an unforeseen incident was brewing. After completing the Count's commission, I flew straight here. The pay was generous enough that I could enhance a grimoire while I was at it. So this is the city of Lorien. City built for wanderers. Huh? Two. Platinum rank? Did 4 dangerous special beings appear nearby? Don't tell me this is because of the Forest of the Demons? No, it's too early to jump to conclusions. First, I need to meet Risner. 1 steak and 1 red wine, please. Yes, right away. Come to think of it, we didn't designate a meeting place. Well, I guess he'll find me eventually if I wait. Excuse me, may I join you for a conversation? 3? 19 km. You dislike this? That's disgusting. Put that away. Rizar, 94. Sharp eyes, Asher. His voice suddenly turned male again, so he changed only his appearance with an artifact? An artifact that alters only your appearance? Huh? Quite interesting. Well, the form you saw in Brent may have been the disguise. If that's your preference, I can. It was a joke. Stop flaring your mana. Let's talk while we eat. The chef here is excellent. From escaping, so don't worry. A magic item from the Artisan Magic Tower, correct. Now then, my valuable talent. What are you curious about? Talent? Is that the evaluation the Ark has placed on me? What's inside the Forest of the Demons? The ominous feeling sensed here wasn't something that could be dismissed as mere anxiety. For now, I cannot describe it as a new one. But there's something there. You people know what it is, don't you? I thought you'd ask about the Ark first. This is unexpected. As expected of you, Asher. Your intuition is impressive. Well, that's fine. The reason I asked you to meet here is related to that forest. But before that, you need to understand the Ark's ideology and purpose. Ideology and purpose? Humans grow stronger through trials, was it? That is correct, but trials are never simple. At the smallest scale, one's own life may be influenced, but at the largest, an entire city, nation, or even the world could be affected. Those who overcome such trials gain admiration from all and ultimately become someone worthy of standing as the captain who will lead humanity. So that means what exists in the Forest of the Demons is also a type of trial? What happened if someone fails? They die. A city, at least, but a nation, or even the world, could face destruction. That's the ideology of the Ark? Don't misunderstand. We are a group that exists for humanity, not the guardians of every individual mortal. Our role is to find candidates and let them grow through trials. We are not meant to raise humanity within peace like a protective shield. We analyze and predict hidden dangers in the world, and we lead the ARC's candidates to those locations, meaning the ARC's information network is vast enough to cover the entire continent, and yet the world still knows nothing of the ARC's existence. Depending on how their power is used, they could be even more dangerous than Black Hour. So then, what is the trial occurring inside the Forest of the Demons? I cannot answer that. He seeks a captain who can overcome unexpected trials, someone who is helpful. Of course, we do not assign trials that a candidate absolutely cannot handle. Given your nature, Asher, may I propose something? Would you consider challenging this upcoming trial as well? The trials are normally prepared only for the ARC's candidates. Normally, yes. Coexistence, are they not? Tava. Another gift? No, I can't just dance to the ARC's tune. Dimensional. Wait, what did you just say? How does that sound? Mandrake. Mandrake extract's absorption rate differs depending on, and the more it is consumed, the faster its efficiency plummets. However, even by simply ingesting it, one's mana capacity increases. It is a material that can expand the mana circuit with no effort, no strain, and no side effects. Because of these characteristics, Mandrake extract becomes one of the core materials of a high-grade elixir known as the Magic Core. For a mage seeking growth, it is essentially a priceless treasure. How did he even get something like this? Mandrakes are, under normal circumstances, extremely difficult to obtain. In 1 year, an average of 14 naturally occur. Artificial cultivation is impossible. 10 magical flowers monopolize one each, and the rest are taken by high-ranking power holders. Not even I have ever seen one in person. As I said before, your investment is excessive. It is to build the credit I lack. The ARC bears goodwill towards you, but you remain wary and distrustful of the ARC. The one who is lacking must move first, must they not? Whether you simply take the reward and flee, or you endure the trial and overcome, it is your choice. We merely guide, we do not force. And if you intend to avoid it, it would be best to leave here immediately. If you stay, you will certainly be dragged into it. If I were to avoid it, it sounds almost as if I should grab these and run away like a coward. Running away does not suit one like me who has achieved the theory of defying heaven. Lately, I heard adventurers have gone missing. Well, Bartel went there, so it should be fine, right? Wait, that looks like 4 people. Hold on. Could that be someone from Barrel's party? This is an emergency. Open the gate now. Treat crossed the boundary of the Forest of the Demons. What in the world happened? How could a platinum rank warrior like Bartel have allowed this? Bartel stayed behind to hold off the treant and the variant species. He told us to deliver this message no matter what. Sultries has appeared. A soul tree? What is that supposed to mean? Oh, that. Soul tree, they are trees that grow by taking life. They are rarely seen because they are usually eliminated early, but if a specimen manages to grow for a long time, avoiding the eyes of adventurers, if the danger level becomes entirely different, the Adventurers Guild categorizes its threat level as a special entity, the highest categorization. Someone like Beryl, who is platinum rank. Everyone, quiet. Are we certain a special entity is in that forest? We cannot be absolutely sure yet, but if the missing people are related to the soul tree, the entire city could be destroyed. Before anything else, we must evacuate the citizens of Lorien. But wait, how are we supposed to reunite with Beryl? I will go. Will we rescue Bardel and eliminate the soul tree? Tut! What's with all this noise? Is this an emergency alert? Liza! A dangerous creature has appeared in the Forest of the Demons. We are recruiting volunteers to help defend the city. The subjugation force has already departed. The remaining forces will support evacuation and city defense. Do not worry about the subjugation force. The Crimson's Noro, Jera, has come forth as their commander. Do you volunteer to join the subjugation force? Yes, we do not have the leeway to babysit you. If you become a hindrance, we will remove you. So take care of yourself. So this is the candidate Risner spoke about, a hindrance. Do I look weak? With a treant, you simply destroy the core at its center. She cut out only the treant's core in an instant. Even if she's skilled, this shouldn't be something one can do so easily. For now, I'll carve a path by myself. Out! So this is the skill of the next candidate for the Mithri rank. If you intend to be a hindrance, I told you I would remove you, no matter how I think about it. Ta-da! This ridiculous amount of magic, and not only that, he instantly deployed mana sensing. Was that to account for Bardo possibly being somewhere deeper in the forest? Forest circle. Could he also be another candidate sent by the Ark? Are you not coming? I don't know who you are. This interferes with my trial. As I thought, she's also a candidate for the Ark, and since he reacted to the word trial, that confirms that he is also a candidate. Can keep up. Follow. 9. Those who cannot provide rear support. Let's support from the rear, that's where we belong. How could any normal person follow monsters like them? He is strong. A fighting style completely different from the butcher. A chilling sword technique that doesn't allow even the slightest opening. This is one of the candidates chosen by the Ark, perhaps the Ark than originally thought. Anyway, the soul tree the adventurers mentioned that should be the grey tree I saw during the request, and the reason the adventurer named Bardell disappeared must be related to that grey tree, but I can't sense the grey tree or even a trace of Bardell at all. Should I expand my mana a bit more? The north has been carved out and is completely unreadable. It is that way. Hey, where are you going? Finding it with just mana detection is impossible. If that's the case, then I'll just burn down the forest. Limit the target to the trees. This will wipe out every tree in the area. The soul will definitely show itself. When I regained consciousness, I was already in a dungeon where regaining was impossible. Lugit Breaking Genius J Adaptation Plankton Art Kim Hyunjun Originalized Chocolate 37. When I regained consciousness, I was already in a situation where resistance was impossible. In front of me were countless tentacles, a pair of pure white eyes, and branches binding all my limbs. Surviving is my specialty, so that part doesn't scare me. But the unending screams of the dead wore me down, my life force began to drain away, and I began to die. All because of that damned soul tree. The branches of the soul tree were cut off. Are you Bardell, the platinum rank adventurer and warrior? You're the one who saved me. Thanks for saving my life. You're not seriously planning to face that thing alone, are you? That is reckless. It's better to regroup with reinforcements and fight together in that tree. You said there were adventurers behind you, right? Is Riera also here? If yes, she should also be on her way here. Go, then buy time until she arrives. Elk, buy time. Do I really look that weak? Well, I suppose I don't need to hold back my power. Underground, was it? Ah, now there's an earthquake? What kind of forest is this? Don't tell me that, Mage. I thought the part I saw above ground was huge enough already, but that was only a fraction of one branch. X7. Its size is monstrous. Heh. If something like this ever reached the city, would it unleash pure hell? This might be the trial Risner spoke about. Yeah. It is troublesome that it is hiding underground. Even an earthquake won't work. After the previous request, I upgraded my spellbook, and I've risen to the 4th circle. Shall I give it a try? Beryl, you're safe. We were so worried. Mage, it's been. My J0s I581X301 and Japamedia 4XA. Oh heavens, were those always this ominous? No way. How are we supposed to subjugate something like that? HA, issue an evacuation order. At this rate, the entire city will be wiped out. WH, what is that? A pillar of fire? Okay. The soil tree has been hiding underground for a very long time as it grew. Many adventurers conducted several searches, but because it hid its body beneath the earth, it was never discovered. The soul tree survived like that, extending its roots underground, dominating the forest, and absorbing countless living beings. After 100 years had passed, the area where the soul tree was rooted came to be known as the Forest of the Demons. The soul tree finally reached the brink of its final growth. And to achieve that final growth, it needed to absorb thousands of life forms as nourishment. Or that was what was supposed to happen. The greater the mass, the more mana it consumes. Be quiet, a flame storm, 61%. It's not even flinching. Did the roots that act as its main body have some sort of flame resistance? Just run! Do you actually think you can defeat that thing? Why are you so desperate to prove yourself? The power you gained from killing another, didn't you? Jiu is already comfortable. A hallucination, a mental type attack, huh? The sentence is too garbled to correct meaningfully. It would drag every living creature before it into a nightmare, including the mage standing right in front of it. What happened? Just a moment ago, I was inside the forest. A just circle mage surpassing their limits? This is certainly an impressive result. The Magic Tower Master. After everything, I still cannot reach him? Overcame countless ordeals to come this far, and yet he could not inflict even a scratch on the Magic Tower Master. A bug is still a bug, even after breaking past its limits. Trash like you is only a nuisance to the Magic Tower. This is a preem. Have you gone insane? You must be suffering great despair to react like this, because I don't believe it. Don't believe the future me. How dare you? Wait, what's there? It won't take very long. What? What? That's a... Oh. Humans? Vav stood in front of the evolution I've been waiting for all this time, and in the end, you made me lose my humanity. May you feel my despair as well. Struggle to your heart's content inside this lust. Oh. Harp, but it's not like I'm not a good person. She's slower than at the beginning. So that nightmare was its all-out strike? In that case, now's my chance. But it's inefficient to just smash that thing apart with rocks. If I use Starlight, I can get rid of it for sure, but the Black Hour will track me, and the whole Lorien area will be devastated. Triple casting? Ugh, condensing mana. Irie and WGND2, Triple Lightning Annihilation, Knighting Impact. L. It seems you've subjugated the soul tree. Do you perhaps possess an item that protects your mind? I do not. Wait. Then you don't get the nightmare? Then how are you completely fine? Because I have no reason to fear something that could never possibly happen. Does that answer your question? Yes, somewhat. That's 28. Okay. According to the records, when a soul tree dies, it spits out the souls it had been using as nourishment. Those souls, once released, regain their freedom and go where they are meant to go. Is that the end of the trial? Most likely, there's never been a case where trials occurred consecutively. It feels a bit anticlimactic. Compared to Risner's warnings, this ended far too easily. No, perhaps it only feels that way because this stage wasn't originally meant for me. Come to think of it, I still don't know your name. I'm Riera. Ah, I'm Asher. Asher, to think there was a mage this strong who I'd never heard of. Today, Lorien has received a great favor from you, Asher. Thank you. K4O. This development has gone far beyond what I expected. a mutant that attacks the mind and soul. It kept growing until it possessed hardness greater than steel, along with countless traits, and even an army of the dead. Above all, there was the nightmare that even Riera, ranked in the top 3 among the current candidates, couldn't escape from. By my original calculations, it was a trial that could have meant the loss of about 4 cities. And yet, a mere 4th circle mage subjugated it in just a single night. Asher, just who in the world are you? Davir of Lorien. Please accept this token of our sincerity. Wait, hold on. Sir, may I please take this too? Wow, it's the ash-haired mage. Thanks to you, Lorien is safe, Sir Mage. At this point, there might be no point in hiding my strength anymore. Still, how am I supposed to eat all of this? Lady Riera? Are you awake already? Good morning. I mean, it's already afternoon. Oh, today's lunch is grilled fish. Thank you for coming to wake me up, Ina. Come on, shall we go to the picnic hall together? Lewis won't like it if you're picky. Excuse me. I've come to distribute ingredients to the orphanage. Oh. I'll pay you back for the ingredients later, so please eat comfortably. No, it's fine. I came to donate in the first place. More importantly, doesn't that veil feel uncomfortable? Beauty is always uncomfortable. 03. I'm kidding. Still, there's something I'm curious about. Asher, was that your first time facing a trial? Yes, it was. That's rare. Usually, the first trial is relatively easy. To think yours was a soul tree, of all things. They say all candidates for the Ark is special, but he has vast mana, fast and powerful magic, and even the mental strength to endure the soul tree's nightmare. I can't believe someone around my age has that kind of ability. If he's a mage of that caliber, Asher, why did you enter the Ark? I never entered the Ark. Well, it doesn't matter, because they can be of help. You're just like me. You don't care about their ideals or ideology, do you? What I want is a way to erase the curse behind this mask. A curse? Curses are broadly divided into 2 types. The first type is mental attacks classified as black magic, or magic that suppresses one's power. The second type is a curse from a demon, one of the aberrant species. As the complete opposite of holy power, there are dangerous curses that permanently and slowly rot the body or steal away vitality. In Riera's case, it's closer to the latter, so you became a candidate for the Ark in order to lift the curse? That, with the Ark's power and information network, wouldn't they have a way? Awido, find the person that left this curse and took my family from me, Revenge, so it seems the Ark doesn't mind if you join for personal reasons. Asher, do you know anything about demons? No, there probably aren't many mages who can research demons under the supervision of the Lewis Order. Is that so? Then, would you like to make a deal with me? No, anything is fine. If you find any information about demons, let me know through the guild. I will pay an appropriate price for anything. All right, there's no downside for me, after all. Good, I'll be the one to judge the value of the information. But won't they lowball you? Then, I'll be going. Then what? Before you leave, may I ask one thing? When is the next trial? Oh, you didn't know? Trials come suddenly, with no set schedule. To challenge or to give up the Ark never forces us into anything, no matter what it is. The choice is always ours, and so the pieces are set. Anyway, I enjoyed the meal. A few days later. This is 570 million elk. Your contribution was truly tremendous. For now, the payment will be transferred to your account within a few days. Is there another reward? It was shattered. It took time. TOD value 5 Iya. As a result, we confirmed durability beyond metal and a self-repair function. We also confirmed higher receptivity and conductivity than mithril. It can be considered an ultra-rare material with considerable potential. Based on Lady Riera's testimony, 2 will go to you, since your contribution was the greatest. Lady Riera will get 1, and the last 1 will be purchased by the guild. If you agree, sign here. Thank you. Breath of Element, a monocrystal, the soul tree's trunk, and mandrake extract. Which of these will help with my immediate growth? If you make an orb using the breath of an element and a monocrystal, then a soul tree branch that can withstand that orb's power might be good enough as the staff's frame. What? Even if I find a craftsman, the other materials and crafting costs alone will run into billions of elk. I'm still short on money. The mandrake extract is the key ingredient. Welcome. Welcome, Asher. I will guide you. What is this? Didn't they stop guiding me after the first day? Hey, where are we going? From today onward, it will be this way. This is luxurious compared to the reception rooms up until now, but why the change? Here. First, those I trust. Second, those who can't be stopped by something like glass and iron bars. Third, those who fall into both categories. I've been waiting for you, Asher.